free. Unblack, we're breaking free tonight. Unblack, unblack, walking in the light. Melanated, elevated, truth inside. Unblack. Yeah.
What is up, everyone? It's Crystal and Blanche. Welcome to Unblack. Yep.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome.
Y'all, we made sure we wasn't gonna be too late today. We didn't want to be too late because y'all, it's crazy. Blanche and I got a great show for you tonight. We are unblacking. If you notice, we're going to do a little bit of the president's address because I feel like we need to, Blanche, we need to pay homage or homage, depending on how you pronounce it, to the number one unblacked. President Trump is done with black folks. You don't see nobody in his cabinet. He done.
Amen.
But Blanche, he gives y'all February. He gives y'all a February Black History soiree. And then he done with y'all.
He's giving y'all too much, honestly. He's been over backwards. And this is another thing, right? The problem we have is white people trying to not seem racist. It's not authentic. It's not organic. It's just this over pandering to black people for what, man? All they're gonna do is stab you in the back. They don't appreciate it. They don't care. So why do it?
It's the truth.
President Trump had no problem with black folks loving him when he wasn't president. So now that you become president, now all of a sudden you racist. It's just crazy, man.
But it's crazy though, Blanche, because I remember loving President Trump. I remember, oh God, I love The Apprentice. I remember the first Apprentice episode with Omarosa, and I watched it all up until they started doing Celebrity Apprentice, and it wasn't as good. I remember like adoring this man. And when he ran for president as a Republican, they told us not to, Blanche. The word went out.
Hold on. The Real Life and Time said black people spent all of February protesting ICE. They just skipped over their own
Hispanics. But you know what? If he would have skipped over it and said, you know what, I'm not inviting none of the blacks here, the bliggities, they would have lost it.
Waleed said they have two black people in his cabinet. Who are they?
It's the guy in housing, but he
I remember him.
He all right. And then who's the other black person?
I remember the housing guy. I don't know who the other person is.
Yeah, I know it's only one black person, but honestly, I don't care. Me and Blanche, Waleed, we don't care if there's no black people. Just none. Like President Trump is done with black folks. Okay, he has our permission.
You got our permission
to unblack. He's already unblack because y'all can't be trusted. You guys, y'all are not loyal at all. He has given the Rainbow Coalition money. He let them rent his buildings for free. He has bought black people houses and paid their bills and stuff. Like President Trump has done so much for black people. And then when they get the signal, when they get the whistle to get back in line or you're not cool anymore, you can't sit with us.
Didn't he pay for Jesse Jackson's campaign?
Yes. Paid for Jesse Jackson's campaign. He got like, oh my God. You remember when Michael Jackson was being accused of rape? Mm-hmm. He backed him and said, no, he is not somebody that raped. He backed Mike Tyson. Mm-hmm. You all right, Blanche? Oh, Blanche went out, y'all. What's up, y'all? Blanche, was that me?
No, that was me.
Oh, okay. What's up, y'all? What's up, Jesus Loves You? What's up, y'all? What's up, Naomi Brown? Daryl Jones. But yeah, we're talking about President Trump and how he has our permission and all of my like I'm black, just completely I'm black. President Trump. I don't care if he doesn't have a single person in his cabinet working around him. I would stay away from black people. Period.
And I'm gonna say this right. If President Trump hires somebody that's the best for the position and they happen to be black, that's cool.
So
But
happen to be.
so happen to be. That's like an afterthought.
Yeah.
But to bring somebody in because they are black is always going to be a problem. So, and that's been the problem, in my opinion, with politics anyway, is that people are elected because they are black, not because they're qualified. And that's just because it's more of an optics thing than it is actual the quality of the person for the position. So if you hire someone that happens to be black, we don't have a problem with it. But if you hire them because, like when Joe Biden said, I'm going to have a black vice president, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And then the irony of that is he got an Indian one. Ain't that crazy? He got an Indian one. He didn't even get a black one.
Exactly. And what's so for me, you guys, y'all already know we love black people. We don't have to explain to y'all in the chat, right? We don't have to explain that. But what happens is a lot of white people, him included, gave the blacks a chance. So when I first go around, remember Omarosa? Omarosa. And that's what happens to a lot of white people, Blanche, when they pick these black people. They don't even know what black people, you're not around black people.
They don't know.
So you pick somebody like Omarosa. Black people don't like Omarosa?
Because the bar is so low that if you are a black person that's just decent in appearance, can somewhat speak, you can read at least at a 4th or 5th grade level, like the bar is very low for black people. If you just present well, they're going to pick you.
So true. Hold on. Jesus Loves You said that convo the other night that Blanche had on that live with Tommy was insane. It went left quick. Oh my God, what happened? No, Blanche, don't tell me about. Okay, y'all, he gonna tell me he got clips, but he ain't say he had clips of this. I want clips of this, Blanche.
No, listen what happened.
Okay.
So I saw the show title, and let me jump on the show. It's talking about Nolan Wells and then sexless marriage. I'm like, okay, these are 2 great topics. I was like, this is awesome. So the Nolan Wells actually went well. No pun. The Nolan Wells discussion actually went well.
But the sexless marriage.
But we got to the sexless marriage. And boy, listen.
Who was on? Hold on. Who was on?
You know, it was Tommy, and then like his Mr. Fantastic. It was Brian. It was Melanin. There's a few people.
Was it some girls?
Yeah, it was women on there. Yeah, it was women on there.
Oh, yeah. They don't like that sexless marriage topic.
But and so we were just discussing about, you know, is it the man? The women say, they try to say it's the men not doing this and doing that and doing this, but the guy's like, well, but you married him though. Then it's like we wasn't sexually satisfied. Then the guy saying the women just making a power move or not sexually satisfied by them, just all kind of stuff. Basically, it was like men and women looking at each other. But you know my philosophy on relationships. Women are the cause of most relationships failing because the guy picks the woman for the relationship. So he's already saying, I choose you. So who gonna mess it up? It ain't gonna be him. He picked you.
Yeah, but if you talking about, I remember, I don't know, like I'm probably gonna get y'all a little bit too much on this topic with my, like, I don't look at, I had to grow up to realize that you play these little games of who initiates and did I initiate the last time? Like, just do it, girl. Like, ladies, just do it.
Yeah.
Like men don't get very much. Like they don't get very much in life. They don't get much from their boss. They don't get much from their kid. Like they don't get very much. And so if they have married you, they don't really need much from you. You can seduce a little bit. You can flirt. You can. I feel like it's our responsibility.
It's just so easy.
Our duty, huh?
It's just so easy.
It's so easy. And this whole I'm not in the mood, I don't feel like it. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. You will eventually get there. Like it reminds me of like what they say in church. I don't praise him because I feel like it. I praise him even when I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Do that with your praise your husband whether you feel like it or not. We'll use praise.
Listen, no argument here. I agree with you because the man, he doesn't get that excuse. If he don't feel like he still got to do. So
Yeah.
the man doesn't get that excuse. Somebody says one girl had some tarot cards. She didn't have tarot cards. She had regular cards. It would be different if the girl didn't have tarot cards. She had regular cards. So she was reading. I said, "Girl, you playing spades." She was reading regular cards. I was like, "What in the world is this?" Regular, not tarot cards. Even though I don't agree with tarot cards, I can understand tarot cards. She pulled out regular cards.
These chicks so weird. Like, is this what y'all having to pick from, y'all?
And she was hold up. She was on her second marriage.
Well, I can't talk. I'm on my second marriage.
But hold on. But what I'm saying is, I don't think. Okay, listen. How can I say this? I could tell that she knew her way around the bedroom. She has 7 kids, so she knew her way around the bedroom.
That ain't saying much just because you got kids.
Yeah, but she was talking real. She was talking about the chicks. Listen. She was.
Got it.
She wasn't no rookie. That's all I'm saying.
Got it.
The stuff she was saying was like, she basically wanted her man to be a freak. It ain't just like, forget, I want you to be like, I want it all. And so I could tell with her, the first husband probably didn't really do it for her, but the second one probably does. I don't know what type of guy he is, but I can tell the second one's a little more, probably more whatever, but she had a deck of cards and she didn't really read them on live, but she had the card. I was like, come on.
Hold on. Somebody said Blanche landed the plane very gracefully and with knowledge. She was trashy. And then somebody said you were the boss on Tommy's panel the other day. So hold on. What was it? What was the gist of what your message was, Blanche?
Well, I was just talking about how a lot of these men out here. So think about what they call like an alpha male. Most men don't have an alpha male personality when it comes to women. Like they may have it in business, they may have it in sports, but not with women. Most men have a lack mindset when it comes to women. So when they get a chick, they're a little more lenient, a little more desperate, a little more accommodating, a little more passive because they don't want her to go away. And so most men are going to beat their chest with a woman. They ain't going to tell her to get out. They ain't going to tell her to leave. They ain't going to tell her to shut up. And so most of these guys, when they get a chick, they're going to try to hold on to her. That means they're willing to take abuse. And we were talking about, like, I told him about one guy I know. Well, one guy I did a video on, said he hadn't had sex in 6 years. I know another guy that said he's only had sex once a year for the past, like, maybe 4 years with his wife. Once a year. And guess what? And he literally said, I'm staying for my children. And you know what's sad? This guy like literally goes by himself to, like, they got some kind of cabin or something where he goes by himself for a couple of days, just like his own, and it comes. It's just and he's a good dude. He ain't the type of guy to go out there and just cheat because he feel like it's dishonorable. Like, he's the type of guy, so he's just suffering. And I don't know if he wait till the kids leave the house. I don't know, but once a year, on top of sex once a year, she talks crazy to him too, and talk crazy to him.
Yeah, like and it makes me so sad because we are in a era where the women are we are just being propagandized to believe that we're so special, that we're so strong, we're so this, we're so that, and women are really out of control. It's getting to the point where, okay, you don't want, a misogynistic society, but you're literally creating a society where men have no say. Men, dad's dumb, a blibbering idiot, mom's the boss. The workforce is so feminized, all the HR jobs and all so women are making their own money, and it's unfortunate that we don't respect the hardworking jobs, so men don't want to do them. Even though they were built to do that, you got Hispanic guys coming over here wanting construction jobs while able-bodied men are just sitting there. Why? Like it's like our society is going to crumble with that kind of mindset. And all I'm saying is somebody's got to stop the madness, and it's got to come from men. Stop being so, and y'all, I don't like to tell men what to do because I love men, and I don't want to be that bossy chick. Um, but y'all are the only ones that can fix it.
Yeah, and I think Darwin put in the chat fear versus respect, and so I think what you're saying, and this is what I'm getting, men have to get back to being fearless.
Yeah.
And the problem I said was the difference between fear and respect when it comes to, I said black men don't respect black women. I said black men fear black women. That's a difference. And so if black men respected black women, they'd hold them accountable. They would lead properly, but they don't. They fear the woman not giving them access to sex. So that's why it's all skewed when it comes to black men and black women, because black men are like, just give me some, begging for a scrap or a crumb. And black women, on the other hand, don't respect black men, nor do they fear black men. So it's really bad on the other end, because now black men got all this power. And so now men are like, why am I going out here breaking my back if I don't plan on getting married? Think about it. If marriage is not seen as like it was in the past, because a guy would go out there and break his neck because he knew, I want a family one day. I want to get a house. I want to, have my wife stay at home. I got to prepare for that. But think about when that's gone. Think about when the guy wakes up and says, I don't see a woman out here I'm willing to break my back for. So what's the incentive to go out there and conquer the world? There really isn't none. And you got to think, even if I want to go out there and get a whole bunch of chicks, that only lasts for so long. And I tell men this, you're going to mess with all these women, and you're going to come to a point in your life where the stuff ain't going to mean nothing no more. I'm telling you, you're going to be like, man, this ain't nothing. Yeah. And now you're going to be stuck because you done built your whole life on chasing chicks. And once that's gone, now what you going to do? Now what's the purpose? So, yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, and the only thing, you guys, is that I would just say there's no such thing as feminism. Feminism is weak menism. And men, I am praying for y'all that you gird your loins seriously, like start to really discipline yourself to detox from needing sex from a woman who doesn't respect you, who doesn't like, that should be, honestly, that should be the biggest turn off. Like, I don't even want it. If you're gonna talk to me crazy, you're not gonna treat me right, I can't get anything. Somebody said, or get fat women with low self-esteem. Fat black women don't have low self-esteem.
No, the white ones maybe, but not the black ones.
The fat back people, they like, everything is telling them that they are the bomb. That right. They got them some good under this rose. Like, seriously, like, it's but only men can change that. Men have to literally say, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want you to be 300 pounds. I don't want you to have a loud mouth. I don't want you talking crazy to my kids. I don't want you being this degenerate. I don't want it. Keep it. Keep that kind of punani.
Keep it.
I don't like to tell
Somebody,
myself what to do it.
we got to go to. I saw a comment.
What?
Oh, the real life in time says they are posting their husbands on the toilet as a trend prank. So
Are you serious?
I can't believe it. Listen, if they're doing that,
You don't
listen,
respect.
fellas, if your wife posts you on the toilet, she does not respect you. Do you understand how personal it is for you to be relaxed on that toilet? Trying to drop them things and them logs off in the toilet, and you done got comfortable, you relaxed, and she coming there with a with the phone recording.
Yeah, it's
So
not cute, and I was seeing somebody was saying you need to police the women and men need to police other men, but I don't think so. I don't think that it has to be a situation where you're policing. I think the men have to say no. They literally have to say, I don't want it. I don't care if I am that 6 year. I'll buy it. I'm gonna tell you right. I buy it before what? Before I have some chick talking crazy to me.
I'm not gonna
If
do
I,
it.
if I need it that bad, I'd buy it before I have some chick talking crazy to me.
Can't do it.
If I'm a dude, no.
I
And
can't.
men gotta start saying that. Like men gotta, because I mean these women, we are perpetual overgrown children, and children, anybody who has children know, you have to set boundaries, you have to say no, you have to protect them from themselves and their desires, and men are just letting the children run the house. I think it was I mean, I know it's in the Bible, but I love the way um Chad O. Jackson says, is that like like a woman running a society, a woman running your household. That's a curse. That's a curse in the Bible.
It is a curse. It truly is. And part of it's the fault of, because feminism is so pervasive in our society. Even the way the children are even raised, it's just you like it's a lot of deprogramming that takes place for a man to say, you know what, because men are taught that women are emotional, you're supposed to let them do this, don't. No.
Mhm.
No, because what's gonna happen is she's gonna terrorize you. That's just her nature. I tell men, you don't even get mad. It's a woman's nature to expose the weak. It just is what it is. So my thing is, don't be weak.
Don't be weak. It's so funny. I was watching Tommy Sotomayor talk to Tommy Loren.
Oh
That was
yeah,
Tommy and Tommy, and he was saying, he was like, "We're not talking about we keep talking about the absent father, but we're not talking about the present mother and what she's doing to literally hijack the development of her child."
right,
Sabotage the development of her child. Sitting, I mean, like a lot of these families, and Blanche, you and I talk about it. Like a lot of these girls are getting molested because of daddy's, mommy's boyfriend, mommy's
mhm,
friend. They're getting molested because mommy is outside. She's working late, whatever that means. She hasn't set any kind of parameters around her work time, and the kids are staying with other people and getting molested and getting turned out. And we only talk about what the father leaving is doing, but we're not talking about what the mother staying is doing.
right. And I would argue it's just as detrimental as the
Yeah,
father leaving,
yeah.
because these women, they're affected by feminism too,
Mhm.
especially a single mother. So she's raising the kids from that mindset. But in our conversation, we talked about, just what's the cause of a woman not having sex with her husband. And I just said it's just lack of. If a woman says I'm not sleeping with you, she don't respect you.
Agree.
Think about a number one need. Like think about it's like food or water.
Hmm.
If somebody's not going to feed you, they want you to die.
Yeah.
So essentially, if you tell a man, I'm not going to sleep with you, your husband, you telling him I want you to die. And to me, most of these women do it to either get the guy to leave, to get him to leave, like so, or so that he'll do something, or to set up some kind of divorce where he cheats. To me, it's a power play to get him to react a certain way. And it's diabolical, it's evil, and it's wicked. But again, men have to, if you in a household, you paying all the bills, like old boy, where his wife's sleeping in once a year, that once a year, I wouldn't even do it. Like I'd make the house so uncomfortable. She wouldn't want to stay. She wouldn't want to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna
But
make
Hollywood does that too. You remember I Think I Love My Wife with Chris Rock, and
yes.
he was trying to sleep with her. Oh, not your birthday. Not your birthday. And I mean, and then you want to demonize the Kerry Washington that comes and gives the man some attention and gives the man some life again. But what do you want him like you just want him to just shrivel up and die?
I believe they either want him to do that, or I think it's a way to end the marriage. Because to me, those are grounds. It's like talking with a terrorist. Like you can't really negotiate with them. So you telling me either get rid of the nukes or it's war. Like it ain't even no, that's it. So I'm thinking it's sex or it's over.
A lot of guys are not like that, and that's what the problem is.
These women talking crazy, and on top of that, they gaining weight.
Yeah.
They'll gain 30, 40 pounds and talk crazy.
Yeah.
Like, no, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Hold on. Speaking of this, I got a clip though, but let's go to President Trump.
Okay, all right. No. You want to get the clip first? Hold on. Speaking of weight, worked with the chick who was around 140, 145 at the time, and within a year she ballooned to like 220. Yikes.
Now think about a woman that she don't like. Even I'll say myself, if I'm with a chick and she gains 40 pounds, she don't respect me. That's why I said I'm not. If a chick ain't going to the gym already, if she ain't about health already, I'm not doing it because I've been there before. And every time they get in a relationship with me, when it happens, they always look at me and then be like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to the gym." Then they'll go for a couple of days. I ain't going. It's just a mess. No.
Yeah. Y'all already know. I feel like I can't even speak on that, but I do agree that you really shouldn't. Like you should try to remain as youthful and as sexually desirable for your man as possible. Now there are times in your life where things fluctuate. Like obviously, like right now, my weight, I'm really struggling with my weight, but I'm really trying. I'm not sitting up there just eating double cheeseburgers all the time and stuff. It's really hard, especially in a society such as this that we're so much food. But even if you have gained a little bit weight, ladies, like try your best to wear it proudly. Try to be still attractive for your husband because it means so much. And not only for your husband, I love I think it was Tommy that said this too. It's like you have to provide beauty in the world around you. Like men, like when I see men now, because I'm unblack, y'all, I smile and I say thank you. And they'll say, "Do are you married?" Me and my husband, we don't have rings. I lost my ring, y'all. But we don't wear rings, so they're like, oh gosh, are you married? And they'll sometimes say, Blanche, I'll say I'm happily married, and they'll be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, I appreciate you saying that I'm pretty. Like I appreciate you saying that I'm attractive. Like encourage men to be more manly. Encourage them to like try your best. That's all I'm saying. Don't start with me with this hair. I'm not doing it.
The stroke division said women gain weight because they are angry. And I think it's some truth to that in the sense that when they get frustrated, it's a form of rebellion.
Yeah.
Somebody else said that a woman should lose weight for herself. And I agree. That's why I'm saying if I meet a chick, I want her to already be on her own health journey, not be motivated by me, because you motivated by me, you're gonna get mad at me one day and then say, I'm not doing it no more. So I don't want to be the motivation.
Yeah.
Let your health be your own motivation.
Someone said overeating is a sign of depression. Comfort food is true. It's true. I think I gained the most weight when we were like moving, like my move to Maryland really just kind of, and then COVID and all of that just kind of threw me off. But don't worry, y'all, I'm coming. And I'm telling you, when I am 40 pounds, like when I weigh 40 pounds less, y'all not going to like me because I think that I'm all that. Someone said, I like to see Crystal enforcing naps wild and free. Oh my God. I show Blanche my hair. I got hair. If y'all would not believe me if I tell you that my hair is literally the exact same length as
it
my
is. It actually is.
It is. It is. So,
I got a question. So
Mhm.
y'all don't wear rings because you like it's a fake symbolism, or like I'm curious.
We don't wear rings because I lost them. And so the type of rings that so I'm kind of a little I lost the 2 rings that I had. So I'm on my 3rd ring.
You lost 2 rings?
Yeah, I lost 2 rings. So I'm on my 3rd ring.
Oh man.
Yeah. But honestly, I don't wear rings because I really, to me, the rings don't mean much. I think rings just kind of, I mean, I guess it symbolizes that you're married, but it really.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta be married in here,
Yeah. Like, so I'm married in here.
Yeah.
I do like to wear a ring because I don't want guys to think that I'm single, right? But I lost 2 rings. I'm sorry. I just did.
That's unacceptable. But
I know it's unacceptable. Y'all let Matt know.
Fool me. Lose 1 ring, lose the 1st ring, shame on me. Lose that 2nd ring, you probably get no more rings. It's just
I know, and that's how Matt is feeling. But no, I mean Matt doesn't wear a ring, and so people in church they be laughing.
You don't wear it because you ain't got one.
I don't think so.
I think he's supporting you.
I don't think so. He didn't lose his rings. But yeah, no, it's just a fashion statement. I think so. Somebody said Crystal is thick with it, y'all. I'm struggling. Y'all, I'm trying though. I just need to just completely starve myself.
Hold up, Damien, you hitting us up from India? Wow.
Wait a
Can I have an autograph? Hold on. What's up, Damien?
Nice.
Diamone said, better take that anger out on them weights. If I'm your trainer, you're getting verbally abused / motivated.
Agree. I love that. Yes, for sure.
Crystal, is your husband Caucasian?
No, everybody keep asking that.
No.
I have a brown skinned husband, okay? He not black though. He free.
He free.
He unblack.
He free.
Yeah. So, all right, what you got, Blanche? You want to go President Trump, or let's go into your clip.
Oh, Damien said I'm trolling. Oh, Damien said he trolling. I was like, I think you so. Damien from India. I'm like, what, you over there on assignment or something? What you doing?
But I do believe you famous in India, Blanche. Blanche is definitely famous in India.
In India, I don't know, man. I'll be getting on India. Y'all pay me to come out there, I'll come. Y'all put me somewhere nice though. I won't be nowhere near that water, nowhere near them animals. Put me somewhere nice. If I go there.
I know. Somebody said Crystal too cute not to wear her own hair and be overweight. I'm unblacking y'all, okay? So it's a process.
process.
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm gonna wear my hair for y'all one day, but I'm telling you, having to do my hair every single day and take care of small kids, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Maybe when I can get somebody to do my hair every day, we'll do it. Okay. Somebody said, "Do you cycle to work?" I don't. I don't. I don't cycle to work.
Hold on, y'all want a cheat code?
What's you said walking? Blanche told me
If
walking.
you walk, listen, if you walk, don't eat nothing. Walk on an empty stomach every morning, you are going to lose weight.
I do that, Blanche. I don't do it
Guaranteed.
on the morning. I do it every on my lunch break. I walk.
You got to walk in the morning. It's something about the hour in the morning. I don't know about lunch break. An hour in the morning,
Okay.
don't eat nothing.
Okay.
Walk that hour,
Okay.
and I promise you, you're gonna lose weight.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna
Now don't walk an hour and go get you a McGriddle and all that stuff.
I don't do that, y'all.
Not you. I'm just saying in general. Don't get you drink some water.
Mhm.
Eat at lunchtime. You ain't got to eat no break. You don't need no breakfast. It ain't gonna hurt you.
Y'all, I
Eat
haven't
at
had
lunch.
McDonald's in like forever, and I love McDonald's because it's easy and it tastes good. But I have not. I've not, Blanche. All right, guys. All right. So what you got? You got they
Oh,
look giving me all the tips. Thank you, y'all. I appreciate y'all looking out for me because I'm fluffy and I'm hungry.
just do normal walking for an hour every day. Skip breakfast and just eat at lunch. And I promise you, do it for just 21 days.
Okay.
21 days. That's it.
I've not been skipping breakfast, but I have been doing Weight Watchers, and I really like it. I really do. It's very easy for me, and it's like 2 pounds. It's 2 pounds a week.
What is it like? 2 shakes in a meal?
No, it's the point system. So you like put your points like whatever you eat. Some things are 0 points. Like so, I'll do like an egg, and then I'll do like a chicken apple sausage, and that'll be like 4 points or something like that. But you get like 23 points a day.
Got you.
Yeah, so
Neek says she down 20 pounds.
I love it. Girlfriend, keep going, sis. Keep going. We got to beautify. We have to beautify the world again. We have to give men a reason to want to come home and love on us and build and make things and do things. We got to give them a reason.
Listen, y'all, we're gonna try 21 days. I'm gonna do it too. I'm gonna mark it on my calendar.
Okay, 21 days.
I'm
No
gonna do it too.
breakfast.
No breakfast
Okay.
and walking an hour in the morning.
Okay. I can do that. We gonna do it, y'all. The
And
Unblack.
when y'all want to start? You want to start tomorrow or you want to start? I'm starting tomorrow. When y'all want to start?
Okay, I'll start tomorrow.
You're gonna start tomorrow.
Wedding. My sister's getting married this weekend, so I got a wedding on Saturday. But I can do it. I can still do it on Saturday.
You want to start on Monday?
Nope. Tomorrow. We're doing it.
I mean, you can eat at the wedding, but you got to eat after.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was just thinking about the whole waking up and walking, but I just got to do it, y'all.
It's only an hour. It'll go by fast.
Hold on, my husband, y'all.
Matt said I'm in. Good.
I'm in. All right, guys. All right. Okay, you got the clip, Blanche?
I got a few clips.
Somebody said, "Can you have coffee in the morning?" I started drinking coffee black, and then I stopped.
Yeah, I don't think black coffee is going to add any. I don't think it's going to add any calories. Let me see. As far as your caloric intake, I don't think black coffee.
It doesn't.
it's gonna add any calories.
No. Somebody said Crystal thicker than a Snicker bar. I'm past that. That used to be sexy. I'm past the sexy thick. Somebody said, does Crystal cook? Y'all, the benefit to my weight loss journey is I'm not that great of a cook. Poor Matt, he's struggling, y'all. Y'all get right here. He's struggling. I can cook what I can cook. So I cook like baked chicken. I cook like rice. I cook maybe curry chicken. I can cook a few things, but no, I ain't no gourmet chef.
Okay, so black coffee is 1 calorie per 8 ounces.
Yeah, which is nothing.
So black coffee is 1 calorie per 8 ounces. So, I mean, 1 calorie is not,
Yeah, but it won't. It won't break your fast, which is good.
Yes, you look for the stuff not gonna break your fast. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, let's get into it, y'all. We done.
He said, "What kind of man marries a woman who he ain't married for me for my cooking, baby?" He ain't married me for my cooking.
Let's get. Man, let's get. I got some. Okay, we about to switch gears, y'all. We about to, unblack, unfat. We're going to unfat too.
We need to unfat and unblack, which is the same thing. Most of the blacks are. That's kind of like most of us are overweight, man.
Ooh.
Sad.
Okay, y'all ready for this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
16-year-old is now charged with murdering 5 people as well as cutting off the thumb of one of the victims in a mass shooting in East St. Louis.
All 5 of those killed from the same family. Fox 2's Chris Hayes is live in East St. Louis with these charges and new information about possible motives here. Chris, what can you tell us?
We just got done talking actually to a pastor who knows all 5 family members, and she offered a possible motive for these murders, and you're going to hear from her in a second. But first, prosecutors now acknowledge 2 teens, boyfriend and girlfriend, are responsible for hunting down and killing these family members related to the girl. Prosecutors are now naming the 16-year-old boy, J. Meyer M. Davis. They say the 15-year-old girl is too young to be named. Court records say the murders occurred in 3 parts of East St. Louis, killing family members who ranged in age from 21 years old to 74 years old. Davis is also charged with 1 count of dismemberment for allegedly cutting off the thumb of the 74-year-old. The criminal record includes 12 felony counts that will be handled in adult court. Pastor Mary Young told us just now she knows everyone involved and says the young teen suspects plotted these killings because the family members targeted would not allow the teens to stay with them because the young boy had stolen a gun.
He had gotten put out and that he wanted them to give him a place. She wanted them to let him stay with them or whatever. And now they can't be together. Only one day maybe when they go to court. So I can see those children crying and weeping and screaming every day, because they've done something this foolish. Reality has kicked in. People, please, train up your children. I know they've been trained good, but a lot of times they get influenced by other children or whatever the case may be. This should not be.
The St. Clair County Prosecutor's Office is requesting from a judge that the 15-year-old girl's case be moved to a court in the adult courts where we would be able to track it. We will be in court to track the 16-year-old case for sure. Jasmine and Andy.
So, Chris, the pastor just gave a possible motive for the actual shootings. What about this crime of cutting off the thumb of one of the victims?
The court record does not say, but police say that in extreme cases, fingers of dead people are sometimes used to access iPhones.
It's interesting and disturbing. And you mentioned stealing a gun that was stolen. Are there any charges for that?
Yes. There's a charge for stealing a gun. There's a charge for hijacking and taking a vehicle. There is nothing listed about getting into an iPhone, but these things can later come out in the courtroom, and we'll be there to find out.
All right, Chris Hayes reporting live from East St. Louis. Thank you.
Wow. Did you hear the pastor though? I know they've been trained good, but you gotta train. This is what you get, the pandering. No, they haven't been trained good. Sorry, Pastor Mary or whatever it is. And this is why women pastors are a problem.
I want to put that video back up so we can freeze it. Let me just put it back up. I'm gonna freeze it. So I want us to talk with the video.
16-year-old is now charged with murdering 5.
I froze it.
Okay. Yeah, so the pastor said, I know they were raised right. Ma'am, killing 5 people is a great indicator that you were not raised right. I mean, what do we like to kill one person is already bad enough. To kill 5 people, we're past being raised right. This is a demon. Like,
Thank you. And this gotta be white supremacists.
oh, of course.
This is white supremacy, y'all. This is white supremacy.
Now, black people are up in arms about Nolan Wells. And shout out to Mr. Fantastic because he brought this story up on Tommy's show. But he made the point that black people are up in arms about Nolan Wells, but are silent about this. Now, I want you to think about Nolan Wells. We don't know what happened with Nolan Wells, but they're blaming white folks. These teenagers killed 5 people at one time.
This is a mass murder.
It's a mass murder. They are instant serial killers. He's 16, she's 15. No outrage. Ben Crump ain't said nothing. Al Sharpton ain't said nothing. Jasmine Crockett ain't said nothing. Joy Reid ain't said nothing. Who else said something?
What's the gay guy?
Don Lemonhead ain't said nothing. Michael Eric Dyson ain't said nothing. Who else is BLM ain't said nothing. Jamal Bryant ain't said nothing. Colin Kaepernick, I just thought about him. He ain't saying nothing. Tyler Perry ain't said nothing. D.L. Hewley ain't said nothing.
I wonder if Tyler Perry is paying for the funeral of the.
Oh, of course not. Of course not. Because if he did, it would bring attention to it.
And it's so sad because this is happening all the time. This is happening all the time. I'm out here in Maryland in Baltimore, and there's 2 children. They were like 12 and 15 shot in the head. This happened the same week. They said, I saw a meme, and I don't know how true it is, you guys, but I definitely think that there's some truth to it. It said 175 Black people were killed the exact same day as Nolan Wells died.
Well, yes, it's true.
Yeah, if you do it if you annualize it, so let's say like if you annualize it and there's like 5,000 murders and
it's more than that.
Exactly. It comes out to 175 a day.
Let's look it up. Since black folks love the tea.
Exactly.
Black homicides in 2025. Let's see how many.
How many a year? And you can annualize it, y'all. Just a simple formula.
I find it ironic that when I pull up black homicides, they talk about the police. No, no.
Google is the ops, y'all. Google is the ops. Chat GBT is the ops. And Grok is
They all. I mean, they're all the ops. They all of them.
hold on. Let's see, y'all. Y'all got the number? If Blanche can't get it, hold on. Let's say homicides, period. So homicides in 2025. And we know black people.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. Black people account for 60% of those killed by firearms each year. So we need the homicides by gun total each year.
All right. So look, like Google is the ops. They do not want to give you this information. How many people were killed by guns? Hold on. All right, so it's approximately 14,000 murders in 2025. So if you take 14,000 and you know black people commit 50% of the murders.
60. It's 60. I just read it's 60.
Okay. So black people commit 60% of the murders. You do 14 times 0.6. I'm about to give y'all some math, y'all. That's 8,400 murders, okay? You divide 84 by 365. That's about 23 a day. So that wasn't accurate, the whole 175.
But 23 a day is insane.
Insane. 20 murders a day.
So that means y'all have an opportunity to be mad 23 times every day.
That's crazy.
The Stoke Division said since 2024, there has been 10,600 black victims homicides by other blacks.
Crazy. Crazy. So if you take the 14,000 and you divide it by 365, that's about 38, 39 murders a day. And no one cares because you can't make money off of it. But did you see that Ben Crump, and you got to show that clip of Ben Crump reading. You got to show that, or not reading. Ben Crump already picked up another case. They moved on from Nolan Wells.
Oh, he did?
Well, I mean, I don't know if he's still doing it. But y'all, is it just me? Is it just me? Type in the chat, y'all. What's going on with them parents? What's going on with the half Asian parent that swear up and down that she's obligatory? Oh, I'm black. I'm black. My family says I'm black.
Who is that?
The mama. The mama. Nolan Wells' mom. Something ain't right with her, Blanche. Something ain't right with Nolan Wells.
Have I seen his mom?
Yeah, she like a little mixed Asian. She black and Asian or whatever, but she keeps saying that she black. And then they did a press conference recently, you guys, where she was like, I'm not asking y'all to give money if you don't have it. Like, just real creepy. Like my son just passed away like 2 weeks ago. What's going on?
You said your son what? I'm sorry.
My son just passed away 2 weeks ago. Like, what's going like why are you talking like that? Something's up with them parents. Propagandists.
I'm sorry, that's exactly what they are. I'm trying to just find that.
I know. Let me order pizza and kill. Like, these people, it's just. She half Filipino. Yup. She is, Darwin. It's sick. Because, like, of all things, you guys, like, exactly, black parents grifting off of their kids' death is the epitome of satanic black cult. Exactly. Exactly. And you notice she keeps saying that she half Asian, but none of the Asian community is coming out because you only get this with black people. You only get this type of behavior with blacks. Crazy.
But I just think it's sick that black people literally only care about black life if a white person takes it.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's just like you can't even wrap your head around that psychology. These two teenagers killed 5 people, and black folks don't care at all.
No.
Like they don't even care. I'm like,
wasn't even on our timeline.
Wasn't on the timeline. Nobody even mentioned it. But Nolan Wells comes up missing or drowns, and they're talking about they killing us. We going back to Jim Crow segregation. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. What's that? The stupid lady. What's the lady that God? What's her name? We're talking about stop killing our boys or something like that. What? She weird.
Oh, I may have a clip of her.
You got to. But she weird. And it's like these people don't care about their boys dying. They don't care. They don't care. So when people say this to Blanche and I, oh, you guys are being used or you guys are fake. No, y'all are fake. We are consistent, okay? Our emotions don't go with the wind, okay? You guys march in the street, tear everything up, go online, cry, snot, do all kinds of nonsense for a little nigga that you don't even know. And somebody killed 5 people. And y'all haven't said nothing.
I want y'all to think about how big of a story this would be if 2 white teenagers killed 5 people.
Yes.
It'd be the #1 story in America. But when 2 black teenagers kill 5 people at the same time, nobody says a word.
Nope.
So when y'all tell us that we're getting paid, it's kind of hard to understand who's paying us, because the folks that would pay us are the same folks not exposing y'all. Exactly. We're exposing you all. So who's paying? If it's not them, then who's paying us? Who's paying us? And let me say this one thing too. We've been doing this show for a couple of months, and y'all are crashing out.
I love it.
Have been talking about this race stuff for almost 100 years.
Yeah.
Y'all been talking about this stuff for almost 100 years. Y'all hitting us up like, why y'all talking about this? A couple of months, and y'all hold up. Y'all tired of us within a couple of months?
A couple of months. And
y'all been doing this for 100 years.
And it's so sad. It's so sad. Speaking of which, you remember when it was Jennifer Hudson's family that had got gunned down by that black. We don't even know the name of the person who gunned down Jennifer Hudson's family. Oh, and by the way, President Trump let her stay in Trump Towers or wherever she stayed, paid for her to stay while she got herself together.
How did she repay him?
We don't even know. Oh, how she repay him? You know, she's a black woman. That's her reparations, I guess. These people are so fake and so phony. Y'all do not care anything. I remember growing up when we were black, Blanche, you didn't kill no aunties. You didn't kill no children.
They killed aunties and grandmothers.
You didn't kill no grandmothers.
Cut the grandmother's thumb off.
These kids are sinister. And you know what? Here's what's so sad about the bliggities, the blacks. No one, y'all don't, hold on. Y'all don't care that the black people are dying, but neither does anyone else. No one cares that y'all are dying. No one. Y'all can march in the street and people just laugh. They literally say, oh, they're marching again, because no one misses what you guys have contributed to this society, which is probably nothing but fried chicken. The Asians have mastered how to do that now. Let me
They
tell you.
got
Let me tell you, the Chinese chicken wing is unmatched.
the Asians done took the wings from y'all. They done took the wigs from y'all. They
It's
got the weaves, they got the wings, they got the wigs, they got the weaves, they got the fake clothes. Listen, the fake bags, fake purses. The Chinese got y'all sold up.
Yep.
The Chinese got y'all sold up. Y'all are cooked.
And nobody is going to miss black people. I am telling y'all, y'all better unblack. This is not going to end well for black people with this kind of behavior. It's not. And like you said, Blanche, we gonna be what we said last week. Y'all remember? We gonna be like checking y'all off to the camps.
Oh yeah. Yep. What? DeMarquavius?
DeMarquavius.
What's your name?
We remember Sharkeisha. We said Sharkeisha.
I remember I had one student. Her name was Shantonio.
Oh God.
And I said, let me guess. Your mom's name is Chantrice and your dad's name Antonio. She said, how you know? My goodness. My goodness.
And y'all know April. April's my girl. April says take Taquation. No, it's got like 3 syllables. Look, y'all got to go. Nobody is going to miss this behavior. No one's gonna miss a world full of graffiti. Like my 10-year-old daughter says that. Black folks running the world. She said it's gonna be a world full of graffiti. She's unblacked. I'm sorry, y'all. Nobody's gonna miss a world full of graffiti. Nobody's gonna miss your obnoxious music. Nobody is going to miss it. No one's going to miss it.
These teenagers killed 5 people and nobody is talking about it. I don't think we're grasping the magnitude of a 16-year-old and a 15-year-old killing 5 people from the same family. This should be the biggest story in America, and it's not even mentioned because they're black. You understand, black people, they're not mentioning it because it makes y'all look bad. So the media is trying its hardest to make you all look good. Think about what I'm telling you. The media is trying its hardest to make you all not appear savage and barbaric. Nolan Wales is the #1 story, and we don't know what happened. 2 black teenagers spent the block 5 times, and nobody says a word.
Well, Blanche, if you divide it by then the teenagers only killed 2.5 people. This is black math. Black math.
You're right. Maybe if it were 5 apiece.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If it was 10, then it would be, see Blanche, we got to, we're exaggerating. That's what they say. We're taking a small population. We take it out, that's what they say. That's what they say about us. And that's what, you guys, I can Google teens killing. Y'all see it all the time. Your sons and your daughters are out of control. and you want us to worry about Nolan Wells. Did you see that? Nolan Wells, one of the little white boys, came out and he didn't show his face, but he was just a crime Blanche. He was like, we would never kill our friend. He was like, we don't know where all of this is coming from. And it was so sincere and so genuine, you know, and I believed him because you can hear it in his voice. And I said, sweetie, you just don't even know how evil these people are. It don't.
I wish we could interview him. We just tell him, listen, I'm sorry, son, you were born white. That's all it is. It ain't. That's it. It ain't nothing deeper than you're white, so they gotta blame you. In America, they blaming you. I'm sorry.
And you know what? And the women who think that this is okay, like, do you feel, honestly, like, do you feel like your children should pay penance for slavery that happened years ago and nobody even knows what actually happened? According to the blacks, y'all were just chattel slavery. According to the blacks, there's nothing in history besides some black documents about it that says that y'all were getting fed to alligators. But even if y'all were, Blanche, like, let's say, even if the worst of the worst was happening in slavery, you would still take the child that you brought into this world and give him the penance for these people and what they're doing, for these two teens who are killing 5 people.
Yeah, they would. They would. They would say these two teens deserve reparations for slavery. Isn't it funny how what you just said, something that black folks have never seen,
Never.
which is slavery, they have all the smoke for, but they see these people getting literally smoked in the hood every day and don't say nothing.
Nope.
Do you know what kind of mental bondage that is to see death and it don't affect you, but to reminisce about something you never even experienced and that affects you?
That's how you know it's a hustle, Blanche.
It has to be.
It don't affect. No, black people do not care about slavery. Let's
No,
keep.
they don't. They don't.
Let's keep it. Black people only care about making white people feel guilty.
You're right. That's it.
They don't care about slavery. Because if they did, they wouldn't want to be a slave now, which is what they are.
Listen, man, let me tell you something. We can talk about slavery all day, but in 2026, I am watching black people choose slavery.
Yes.
So I can forget the past. If I'm starting from today, if I'm starting from scratch, y'all would still be slaves.
Yes.
Like, because you would still be slaves. And because the way y'all beg the government, and you said it last week, you all want communism, you all want socialism, like everything you all want and desire is bondage. You hate the Bible, so you forget salvation. That's off the table. You don't want to be saved, forget that. Now we're dealing with everything earthly. And when it comes to everything earthly, y'all want socialism, communism. Y'all want everything that's bondage.
Yeah. Y'all want free stuff.
Everything, you want everything free. And I was told we're supposed to despise the free lunch. Ain't nothing free. My mom told me that years ago. Ain't nothing free. Nobody's going to give you something and not expect nothing. It just doesn't work like that. So y'all want reparations. If they ever get reparations, boy, it's going to come with a heavy price, boy. Boy, it's going to come with, that price going to be so heavy. When I tell y'all, if they give it to you, you are not going to be able to complain ever again. Listen to me. When I tell you, because the taxpayers are going to be paying this. So I'm just telling you, when somebody look at their check and it's money come out of their check for you and you complaining, it ain't gonna go over too well.
And honestly, I hope y'all get reparations,
I do too.
but it ain't gonna mean nothing.
Give
Y'all
it to them.
don't,
Shut
your
up.
mind doesn't know. Like, let's talk reparations. Let's talk about the welfare that y'all get. I know people right now that's paying $27 a month for a whole 3-bedroom apartment. That's your reparation. Like, I see what y'all do with free stuff. I see how y'all still piss in the hallways. And I see how you guys literally sell the food stamps that are given to you, the reparations that are given to you. Something is wrong with Black people's minds. So you can give them money all they want, all you want. Give it to them.
I believe that most of this reparations talk, the folks leading the charge, their goal is to get rich off of it through you all. The goal is for y'all to get a check and they come up with some kind of hustle to get that money. I'm telling y'all now,
Yeah.
if reparations ever happens, all these Black leaders are going to have some kind of hustle to get that money from y'all. I'm telling y'all, that's us. All it is a get rich quick scheme. That's all it is, and not for y'all. I hope they cut that check. I'm getting mine too, but I hope they cut that check. And I can't wait till y'all get that money, blow it, and then try to double back. And I can't wait. I want to be able to see it.
Yeah. And it's so sad because I mean, like, they are literally trying to pay y'all to stay away. They want you guys, you're not producing anything. You're only shooting, fighting, skill, killing each other. And then when we do give you a job, you stealing from the company, you talk bad about the company, you creating drama in the company. So how about, this is what they said, how about you stay home, you play your video games, and we will pay you. And this is going to go into our next thing, Blanche. We will pay you to ST
If you,
F you. We'll pay you guys.
if I was the president, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I would give it to you all.
Yeah.
I would do it because I already know. See, the thing with reparations is once y'all got it and y'all tricked it off, the conversation is over. Every complaint or grievance you all have from that point on, they're going to bring it up. Well, you got it. Now what? Boy, y'all going to be. And honestly, they don't really want it, RPG. They don't really want it. They'd rather be a perpetual victim. They don't really want it.
But that's what I'm saying. They keep saying that even if they get reparations, this is what someone told me, you guys, is if we get reparations, we still going to talk about slavery because the Jews got reparations and they still talk about the Holocaust.
Well, it's true. And, but guess what? I don't agree with none of y'all talking about it. Holocaust wars, I don't agree with no victims. At the end of the day, Black people in America have been getting over for 70 years.
Facts.
So whatever reparations y'all are talking about, anybody, I don't care if it's the Jews, Vietnamese, I don't care whoever it is, y'all have been getting over. Do you realize that you all can get on TV and say whatever you want to say?
Yep.
You all can get on TV. I've had accounts taken down from talking about Black culture, not talking about Jews. When I talk about Jews, nothing happens to my account. When I talk about Black folks, you can't get monetized. So I'm just trying to tell y'all that y'all have a lot of power in this society that y'all did not earn.
Which brings me to my point, and y'all can say whatever y'all want. The Jews have earned their power. And I think that it's funny that people who haven't created anything, only have their hands out begging, are comparing themselves to the people who have the highest income basically in the world. And they're the smallest percentage of the world. You're comparing yourself. This is what Black people do. They're comparing themselves to Jews who, whether you like it or not, they earned the power. They got the money. They got the check.
They did it.
They got the check. And you can say it's through reparation. You can say whatever you want. Either way, they got the check. Y'all get COVID checks. Y'all get money. Y'all get food stamps. Y'all sell y'all food stamps, and don't none of y'all get a down payment for a house.
I'm trying to figure out. So the Jews pretty much ran the civil rights movement. How did they end up where they were, and y'all ended up where y'all were, and y'all was the ones on the front line of the civil rights movement? It don't make any sense.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Y'all were so in essence, the Jews really used y'all in the civil rights movement, and they said, we're gonna take advantage of this. Meanwhile, y'all wanted to be on television, because what happened was they gave y'all what y'all wanted. Y'all didn't really want an economic legacy. Y'all didn't really want a foundation. Y'all didn't really want autonomy. Y'all didn't really want sustainability. Y'all didn't want those things. What y'all really wanted was to be seen and heard.
Oh yeah,
and that's what y'all got.
Now.
And that's what y'all got, because right when the civil rights movement ended, we had the Black exploitation films where y'all was glorifying the pimps and the drug dealers and the prostitutes and the criminals. Remember that? Y'all literally created a whole genre of film that glorified criminals. And right after y'all was just saying we shall overcome, y'all immediately went into Hollywood and started cutting up. So I'm telling y'all got what y'all wanted.
Yep. And you mad at the Jews for funding it. Y'all wanted it. Why wouldn't I? Let me tell you something. Y'all don't understand. This is what I love about Pastor Manning. Blacks don't understand the world, okay? I have money and I need to invest it in somebody to make me more money. The Jews see that the Blacks like music that kill and stab each other. I mean, you can say that they're morally wrong. You can say whatever they want. If they're morally wrong for funding it, then who's morally wrong for singing and producing it?
So let's go back to the crack. And this is how you know that Black people's minds is like this.
What's wrong with their minds?
So y'all are saying, so let's just say the Jews said, you know what? These people, they want to be seen and heard.
Yep.
They're very entertaining. They're energetic. We can, okay, let's do it. Right? Y'all claim the government said we need to sell this dope. They like using it. They like smoking. They like snorting. They like shooting. Let's drop the dope in the hood. What we're saying is the devil might set the trap, but you want the cheese.
You want the cheese.
So whatever's presented to you, you wanted it. Because if you didn't want it, you wouldn't take it. Like when they present you all with books, you knock them out the hand. So when they present you all with things that are good, you reject it. Yep. So you're very clear on what you want. So just like y'all say they put crack in the hood and y'all didn't have to sell it or smoke it, but y'all went to the extreme and was killing and shutting down blocks, and y'all took it and put it in music and made, think about y'all went from the civil rights movement to Black exploitation films. Yep. So that means even if we can say it was good, which it wasn't, even if we say the civil rights movement was good, you all ruined it with the films in Hollywood because you tore it all down. Then let's go to the drugs. In other communities, they just use the drugs. When y'all got the crack, y'all took over housing,
Yep.
Apartments.
Yep.
Y'all took over projects. Y'all took over blocks. Y'all
Yep.
took over neighborhoods. Y'all had turf wars. People was getting killed. People was getting kidnapped. Y'all was flooding the block. Y'all was selling dope to the pregnant mothers. Y'all was selling dope to your own mama. Y'all had like it was so much that went wrong in that crack era for black people. And then on top of that, instead of y'all condemning the crack era, y'all celebrated and glorified it.
Yep.
You put it in songs, you put it in movies, people based their whole rap career off of selling dope. And then at the end of all of that, did all that death and carnage and destruction, you know what y'all did? Y'all blamed Ronald Reagan.
Yep.
Y'all did all of that, and you blamed Ronald Reagan. And Ronald Reagan's wife literally had a campaign saying, say no to drugs. It was a national campaign from the White House.
He actually cared about y'all. But that's what I'm saying. White people are constantly trying to save black people. And white people get mad that the Jews don't feel any kind of need to save y'all. You want music? We have music for you. You want buy now, pay later loans? We have them for you. You want like don't hate the player, hate the game. Y'all want it. And so I don't like when people start talking about the Jews because the Bible clearly says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. Well, anybody who lacks knowledge, let him ask of God who gives freely. You guys don't want it. Time's out, time's up for, we didn't know. You hear them talk about all these old people, like these boomers. Oh, well, you know, our parents didn't know. Our families didn't know. They didn't know. You were rejecting knowledge. And you hating on people who didn't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. God says I cause it to rain on the just and the unjust. He said, I hold my word higher than my name. The gifts and callings of God without repentance. So I know y'all think the Jews are bad and the Jews are evil. His word works. And if y'all ain't doing it, and you mad at the people who are doing it.
Well, listen, and I'm going to go back to what I said earlier. You shouldn't be blaming nobody.
No.
If you all are truly gods of the earth, there shouldn't be no problem. If y'all are truly kings and queens, it shouldn't be a problem. If y'all are truly what you all say that you all are, it should not be a problem. But the reason why you all dislike Jews and or whites
or white or anybody
is not because you believe they're doing anything wrong. It's because you want to be in their position.
Yep.
That's what it is. It's not like, because morally y'all are not moral, so it's not a moral argument here. Okay. I'm not going to say that. I don't think it. Most folks ain't moral, so that ain't a discussion here. The question is, why are you upset? And if we get to the core of why you all are upset, the real reason is you want to be in that position too. That's why when they talked about selling to the Negro, they talked about how black folks would be offended if you offered them something of a cheaper price. They would be offended if you present them ways to save more money on something. They would be offended. They wanted to pay full price for this item. You know why? Because you all weren't getting something because you actually liked it. You got it because you thought it made you like the people that you were idolizing and envying. And that's the issue with you all, that you all don't do anything from an organic place. You don't actually enjoy any of this stuff. You're just doing it to try to prove some kind of point. Exactly. So keeping up with the Joneses, keeping up with the Joneses is what black folks specialize in. And that's what we've seen for the past, again, 70, 80 years of you all wanting to be in these folks' position, never sitting back and studying them, never saying, what are they doing? It's calling me. I tell you right now, one thing Jews do is they stick together. So that means it could be a Jewish person on the left, Jewish person on the right. They ain't gonna never go against each other. They may argue, but they ain't going against each other. So Jews stick together. White people, they had what we call social order structure, meaning they believe in order and things running the right way. They believe in that. That's why when you go to their communities, it's functioning. It's functioning. Their problem is, though, is that you all study people, but you all study what you think these people are doing, not what they're actually doing. So if black people had have mirrored what the Jews did, which is saying that we're not going to separate from a how's the word, identification standpoint, meaning that whether we agree or disagree, we're still Jewish. This is what they do. We're still, I don't care if they believe in the Torah or not, they still Jewish. They all agree that we Jewish. That's how they, so whether this person is an atheist Jew or they're still Jewish. They ain't gonna do that. Black people, y'all don't do that. And y'all could have did it.
Well, no, they can't, because you can't stick with somebody who's going to hurt you. Y'all have not figured out how to stop killing and stabbing and shooting each other. Y'all can't figure out how to not hurt each other.
But y'all could have did it though.
Yeah.
Because at one point in time, it was really just white people and you all.
Yeah.
Y'all were in the prime position to literally either be adjacent to white people or just a smidget below.
Yeah.
So how did y'all manage to not have to compete with no other group of color and end up being last? Think about what I'm telling y'all. It was just whites and blacks. That was it. Native Americans had checked out. The Jews were too small in number. So it was just whites and you all. That was it. And y'all had a golden opportunity to observe and study what are these people doing that's having them be successful. And y'all could have did it.
Well, Blanche, the government put crack in the neighborhood, and then look, the conservative blacks. Well, the government took the daddy out the home. I hate when people say that. Like, how does the government take the daddy out the home? What happened is you wanted a check. Can we just all be honest? You wanted a check. Daddy wanted you to have the check because dad was weak. Nobody forced these things down black people's throat. Nobody did.
I'm glad you said that. I remember when Kanye said, and people don't understand what he was saying. We were talking about Jewish people. What he was saying was that the way Jews are is how black people should be. And I'm not saying from a moral standpoint. I'm saying from a standpoint of we have a common goal. Now, again, I'm not going to say that this is a moral argument. I'm saying that there is a common goal among a group of people.
Yeah.
They have a common goal. Whether you agree with the goal or not, there's still a common goal. So that common goal keeps them in cohesion with each other. So that means they can disagree, but there's still going to be a group. Black people disagree and somebody has to die. That is a big problem.
So true.
It's a big problem to not be able to disagree and still be a unit. So I'm not saying that black people should just be a what you call like a monolith, but I am going to say that, but when it comes to you all wanting to quote unquote progress as a people, then you have to have a common goal. If you're saying we want to do things as black, it means we want black this, we want black that, there has to be cohesion. That cohesion can only be achieved if you value your brother and sister. Yeah. So where the Jews, they're not going to put somebody white, black, anybody above a Jewish person. They're not going to do it. They're going to say, are we chosen? Y'all not. That's what it is. They'll never put you above none of their own. Y'all could do the same thing though. But you know what? Y'all thought the white man's ice was colder.
Yep.
Y'all thought the white man stuff was better, not realizing that the white man built this stuff. God didn't just give it to him, he built it.
Yep.
He worked and slaved and toiled for it.
So you could have done the same.
You could have did the same thing.
That's what I mean. Honestly, can we just sum that up, you guys? That black people are just haters. Like y'all, I mean, like y'all compare things like builders, which are people who built civilization, to the fact that you can make a better potato salad. Y'all are just so insufferable at this point. I mean, like seriously. I feel like black people are mad that they did not make the decisions that they should have made, which is to go with the instructions in the Bible. Okay? That's why y'all got sent over here. According to y'all, I mean, the slave ships probably sent y'all over here because you disobeyed the word of God. And you mad at the people, whether you like the founding fathers or not. America was built on Christian values. Now, whether you think that the people who built it were Christian, that's neither here nor there. The values were Christian. So black community, y'all could have said, the black community could have said, we're going to follow the Bible. We're going to build our community based on this. There is a reason that God said, Jesus said, when they said, Jesus, your mother and your brother are over there. Jesus famously said, who is my brother? Who is my mother? Them that do the will of my Father. So you wonder why Blanche and I are like, we don't have to be with y'all. Either you are, we don't have to be with y'all. Either you are following the Bible, meaning you're doing some of the things that the Jews say. You're not hurting and stabbing and killing and shooting each other. You are sowing so you can reap. You are the lender and not the borrower. You are above and not beneath. You starting to walk in this, then you'll find yourself unblacking, and then we can hang out. Then we can be the same community. Other than that, I don't want to be with y'all. Y'all slaves according to y'all. Y'all oppressed in this country. Y'all are un-American. Y'all are less than. That's what they say.
Y'all used to do everything in the church.
Everything.
Y'all used to do everything. How did, again, like she just said, y'all could have followed the Bible. But the irony of that is, when you all got out of slavery, all you all had, look how God set this up. When you all left slavery, all you all had was the Bible. Think about that. Y'all had the Bible and you had skills to work. Those are two things. Y'all could have built an empire.
That's all you need.
Y'all could have built a literal empire. Bible, skills to work. And y'all had families because y'all was married. So we had Bible, skills to work, and y'all was married. There was no excuse. That's why y'all made so many advancements from slavery. What's that, for about to the 1940s? Because you all's mindsets weren't corrupted with this, I'm a victim, woe was me, that all that stuff. Y'all hit the ground running. All the black colleges were built during that period. Everything that was great black was built during them times.
Yep.
Post-slavery. Because y'all ain't did nothing since the 50s.
They ain't did nothing. Y'all ain't did nothing but tear down.
But destroy. And so you all could have done what RPG is talking about. But like she just said, y'all are the biggest haters.
Haters.
And instead of you all swallowing your pride and saying, let me learn, because all these other immigrants that are successful, like Asians and all them, all they do is come in, they just study.
Yep.
Just like, okay, they doing that. We gonna all they do is study. Okay, think about it. They have two choices. We can copy this group or we can copy this group.
It's that simple. It's that simple. Y'all chose to copy the worst behaviors of people.
I'm sorry.
What's the comment?
The Brandon's comment.
He said, "We hold on. When y'all left slavery, no. When y'all got fired from the plantation, yes, y'all got fired. They got sick of y'all.
They
Y'all
got
went
sick of y'all. Y'all got fired.
and then they had to take care of y'all,
They got sick of y'all.
and they had to feed y'all, clothe y'all, and then y'all having babies, and then your babies is running away, and you're telling your babies to hang out with my babies, and like y'all don't like order. We tell you not to read, y'all want to read. Now we telling you to read, you don't want to read. Y'all don't like order. You don't like order.
The Stoke division said no pyramids were built in America by the blacks.
Not a single one.
This how you know black folks didn't build the pyramids. Show me one thing in the history of black people where they were that focused and disciplined to build something that took hundreds of years. What have black folks built that took hundreds of years to build? What?
What have black folks built? You can stay there. What have they built? I'm not saying what y'all made. I know you guys you roll blunts. You guys y'all make a mean potato salad. We all know.
I'll make a cold TikTok dance video.
Yes, we know that. We're talking what have you built? Like meaning you actually were in your basement and discovering and what have you built? And the answer is nothing. And y'all, I'm sad for that too. I'm sad for me and Blanche are genuinely we sad for that. So they lied to us too. I know they told us that he made the light bulb, the black man made the light bulb, and I know they told y'all that the black girl made the COVID vaccine. It's just can we just be honest right now?
Y'all made the light bulb, but you don't pay your light bill. What's this through that make? Like,
No.
y'all, honestly,
The jig
y'all deserve what y'all get. Honestly.
The jig is up. The
Y'all
jig
deserve
is up. The stoplight. Yeah, we know y'all made the stoplight. We know y'all made the refrigeration systems. Mind you, you can't figure out how to make it in Africa, but y'all made it here.
Tish said, even in the 70s, blacks were well respected by everyone in Baltimore, and the older blacks did not like MLK.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Y'all, Blanche talks about that all the time. Hair relaxer, unfortunately, that was made by the whites, too.
I think the lady made the hot comb, didn't she? Madam C.J. Walker, was she did the hot? Who did the hot comb?
She did. Yes, allegedly.
And back to the welfare comment that we made before we get to the next video. I looked up I did like a couple videos on the welfare, like 3 videos live on welfare. And I'm gonna tell you what happened with the welfare. They were giving welfare, and what was happening was they were abusing the system.
Yeah.
They were giving people welfare and everybody in the house working.
Yeah. They're doing that now.
So that's why they started cracking down, and the crackdown was, well, if you have a husband that's working, you don't need government assistance because your husband's working. So to get the money, and y'all getting over it, that's what happened. I put videos of they were not only giving them the housing, the money, and the food stamps, they were also giving them school clothes. They were also giving them, if you were a parent, a man, they had a nanny come in, watch your kids when you went looking for a job. Like it was like the welfare programs were insane.
Yeah. Sound like what they're doing now, Blanche.
They were insane. But What happened was they were abusing the system. Nobody ever said the man couldn't be there. What they said was, if you have a man taking care of you and your children, you cannot on top of that get all these benefits. That's what they said.
Which is normal.
Which is normal.
So,
Nobody said he had to leave. Nobody kicked him out. They said you can't do both. What y'all said was we want both. And they said, okay, if we catch you doing it, you're gonna lose your benefits. Now you got a choice to make.
Can you imagine you hiding in a closet in your own house? Well, it ain't your own house because it was probably an apartment that was funded by the government. You guys, you see how I don't like when conservatives use this argument because it's just victimization. I have to go down there and say, hey, I will take your check and I get rid of my man. What kind of person is that? That's not a flex. Right. Saying that the government was able to convince you to kick the man out of the home. You still had to do it. That's why I say it's not a flex when conservatives say, like you said, Blanche, oh, well, the government put crack in the neighborhood. You had to smoke it. It's not a flex. Oh, well, then when they drop guns in the neighborhood, you got to shoot it. I know people that got guns in their house right now and nobody gets killed. I know people with Percocets that they've had surgery and nobody gets drugged out. Y'all are perpetual victims. And I'm telling you, the world is getting sick of it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it anymore. We're over it. We're moving on. I'm sorry slavery happened. I'm sorry they fed y'all to the alligators. I know. I'm sorry that happened. That's your problem. I'm moving on. You better unblack yourself.
JV Chanel said they need to reform it all the way back to biblical standards. Yeah. Only widows and widowers and the elderly get the assistance.
Absolutely.
Should no able-bodied person be getting nothing?
Nope.
Nothing.
Nope.
Okay, I got a video that you're gonna like. You're gonna like this one a lot.
Somebody said blacks even claim they built a town which is now the home of Lake Laney. They swear. Somebody said crack don't smoke itself. It's the truth. But yeah, they swear they built stuff. And Blanche, I'm telling you, just like I tell you, do a poll of your friend group that you know. If you got a whole bunch of black friends, do a poll and name one of them that said, hey, I got this new thing that I'm building. Name one, Blanche. I don't know a single person that is trying to discover some new way of energy or
doing anything, or a new way of doing anything. But what they will do though is they'll take credit for somebody that looks black doing it.
Oh yeah, it's sad, y'all. It's the truth though. All right, you sharing? Or yeah. I'll remove this. You could just do a general poll in your neighborhood. Name somebody.
Zero.
I know people that's starting restaurants, which is honorable. I'm not hating on that, right? I know people that's starting restaurants. I know people that's doing clothing lines. I know people that's starting podcasts, YouTube channels. I know people that are making shirts, which is great. I have not met a single black person that is saying, hey, I'm working on this electric car. This self-driving.
The last guy we saw was that guy that created that car to run on water. Remember the guy that got killed in Buffalo?
No, what happened?
Yeah, remember he did it he had an SUV and it was able to run on water.
Oh, right. Nice.
He ended up getting killed by the white shooter in Buffalo.
Oh man.
And I said to myself,
how come is that?
I said, why would you go on TV talking about that? Why would you do that? You're supposed to sell that. You're supposed to sell that to somebody else. People don't say about black folks don't understand. You create an engine that runs on water. That means you are threatening the entire economic system of the world. You have to be smart. Take that invention, that patent, and sell that to somebody.
Oh wow. I don't
Or
know anything about this, so I don't know.
or work up under whatever you do to get it off of you.
Mm-hmm.
Let them deal with it. But just when that man had that little special, he bragging, black, he bragging, showing, yeah, I got the car running on water, SUV. Like, this is amazing. The first person that dude shot in that Buffalo in that grocery store was him.
Really?
Shot him about 9 times. He got the most bullets. So it's very convenient. I know. What I'm trying to tell you all is you got to be smart. Again, you want to be seen and you want to be heard. If you can be a billionaire and nobody know, wouldn't you want that over having 10 million and everybody know? You know what I mean? Do you know there's more people that are billionaires and rich, you don't know who they are?
Yep.
You know? They're the rich people, you don't even know who they are, and they live a normal life. They can walk outside and you don't know who they are.
Yep.
I done met people. I was working for FIFA. I done met some folks getting all private jets. I don't even know what they do, who they are. They getting all private jets.
Don't you love that? Someone said, "Are there any businesses on the Nasdaq started by a black person?" No, no. And me and Blanche was talking about this offline. That these are the uncomfortable conversations that we have to have. There is literally no third world white country. There is no all black country that is first world. Can we just
Say it again. Say it again.
can we just be truthful, y'all?
Say it again.
There is no third world white country. And there is no first world all black country.
Mm, mm, mm.
Can we just come on? Can we have this conversation, this big boy, big girl conversation, Blanche?
Mm.
Doesn't mean that you guys are cooked or doomed. It means stop being a hater and start doing what the first world countries are doing. Unblack. Stop being a hater and stop talking so much and start listening. Stop saying you know everything and start learning. It's real simple.
Eric said Nigeria is not first world. No, it's not. Let me tell y'all something right now. This is black people so silly. When you go to a country and it's only 2 classes of people, rich or poor, that's not going to be first world.
No.
First world countries have a middle class. There's going to be rich, upper middle class, lower middle class, poor. So there's different classes in the first world countries. It could be because the economic system favors it's a freer economic system. Nigeria is not. Nigeria is either you got it or you're extremely poor. That's it. It ain't not no. Nigeria is not first world. Absolutely not.
Someone says South Africa was first world until the blacks took it over.
South Africa was first world, and it's honestly, it's probably the closest thing to first world in
Africa.
Not the country, but I want to say Cape Town and Johannesburg are closer to first world because white folks are still there.
Afrikaners.
Yeah, Afrikaners are still there. So, but no, Nigeria is not. It's all them. It's not. Just because you see a skyscraper, who built them skyscrapers? Who built them?
Well, Blanche, it must be the blacks.
Right.
Y'all, can we just be honest? And this is not, we always said we love black people. So we just need y'all to unblack. Stop being haters and start doing what the Bible says do. I don't believe the amount of melanin in your skin determines your IQ. I do believe that a lot of people with a lot of melanin in their skin have low IQs because they refuse to do the things to increase their IQ.
That's fair.
It's not the melanin that makes the IQ low, is what I'm saying.
No, listen. I listen. You know, we go back and forth on this whole IQ thing. I will say that you all's IQ is low because you all don't exercise critical thinking. So
Agree.
you all don't. So you all don't use your brain muscle. You don't. Everything you associate with is through race.
Yep.
So it's really, you never look at nuance, context. You just, it's all emotion. So I'll say this: you all are more emotional than you are cerebral.
Yeah.
So you're, let's say black folks are probably 70% emotion and 30% mental, if I can break it down. And depending on what,
Which is low IQ.
And depending on what's on TV or social media, that can go from 90 to 10 quick. We are 90% emotion and 10% mental. I'm just,
And it's sad because it like we said, it doesn't have to be like that. It doesn't have to be like that. So, what you got? What clip you got?
Okay, I got two. I got one from Frank Zahn. Let's go Andrew Tate first.
Okay. Y'all, he's my fave. I love Andrew Tate.
I see hundreds of thousands of white men unified underneath a slogan with a common purpose at the World Cup. They won't save their countries. They won't stop the migration. They won't stop their daughters from getting raped. They won't stop any of that. But when there's a football game, they'll all get together and they'll chant and they'll scream and they'll jump up and down. It is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. Bread and circuses. Even worse. If your countries weren't burning, cool, enjoy a football game. What are you supporting? What is England? What do you mean you're supporting England? England's done, bro. The little girls get raped. The entire country's falling apart. They're raising your taxes every day so that you can fund the invaders to come and replace you. You're held by a hostile government. There's not a single protest. There's not 5 people complaining about it outside Westminster. But there's hundreds of thousands who flew across the world to sit there and go, England, the football, the footy. I'm losing all respect for the white man at this point. I'm brown, so whatever. I'm fine. But you guys are losing your country and you ain't doing shit. Do you deserve it? It gets to a certain point of weakness where it's just like, okay, you deserve it. If you're going to give it away without resistance, then you deserve to lose it. If I leave my door open and leave all my money out on the floor, I deserve to get robbed. Like, why do any of you care about the football right now? Have you not seen the grooming gang inquiry? Like, do you give a shit at all? You can do a retweet, that's nice, but are you going to do anything that actually really matters, or are you just going to keep going to the football games? The Dutch are doing it, the Brits are doing it. I see all these countries which are literally falling apart in real time, standing around, and the native man, it's not foreigners, it's not migrants who are at the England game. It's not people who moved to England last generation at the England game. No, it's the native white man who should be home protecting his land, screaming and jumping up and down in a fucking stadium. Distracted. All of his nationalism and patriotism has been hijacked, and he's distracted talking about a ball and a net. Wake up. What the fuck are you doing?
I love him. Where is the lie, Blanche? White people are cooked.
I've gone to a few games, and the last game I went to, it was everything he said I thought.
Yeah.
And I said, I thought about 2020. I said, and they shut the whole world down, and y'all didn't do nothing. Said you couldn't go outside, couldn't go to school, couldn't make money. Like, they just shut everything down, and it wasn't no, Then I looked and I thought, then I saw the Argentina fans. There was two English guys in our section, and they just jumped them. And I said, look at these two white dudes from England standing on business against the Argentinians at a soccer game, but not against nothing else. Like, and I remember the police were like, listen, man, y'all should leave. He was like, no, I want to see it, because one guy just got him cold in the face, one of the guys, and he said, I want to see him removed. And this dude was willing to go through all of that to make sure that guy got kicked out. And I'm just like, where is all this fight for everything else?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you willing to sit in hostile fan territory and get beat up for your team, but you not willing to do it for your country? So when he said the nationalism got hijacked, it did.
Yeah. Yeah.
They told you all that wanting to preserve your nationality, wanting to preserve your country was racist, and y'all fell for that. Y'all fell for it. You think I want to go to England and see a bunch of Muslims? I don't. You think I want to go to Ireland and see a bunch of Africans? I don't. What's the point of a vacation if I got to go and sit by the... I didn't go to your country for a reason. I didn't go to Africa for a reason. I went to Ireland because I wanted to see Irish and Irish culture. That's why I went there. I went to England because I wanted to see the English and English culture. That's why I went there. I didn't go to these countries to see the dregs of other countries there.
Yeah. And they don't make it better. Like, it don't, you know, like, they're not, like, y'all don't make it better. Y'all destroy it. And white people are allowing, like, people to destroy their country, and they see it in real time. Like he said, if your country is not burning, then go watch a baseball game. If it's not burning, go, like, watch a football game. I look at people like, you know, Stu Peters, right? Do you ever watch Stu Peters on X? So Stu Peters is this guy who is going, like, he's on the Candace Owens train, Blanche. So can you imagine one of this smart white men?
Oh, I know him. He's a comedian, right?
No, smart, serious white.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah, I know him.
Are following behind.
I know him.
The bliggity Candace Owens, and trying to solve the murder of Charlie Kirk. Now, mind you, may Charlie Kirk rest in peace. I love him. God bless him. He made such an impact on my life. However, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now go forth. You got white men like Stu Peters following behind Candace's dingy behind, trying to attack the Jews, attack the government. I always say, what could he be doing, Blanche? What new invention could Stu Peters be coming up with? But he trying to solve the murder of Charlie Kirk. I'd rather him just become an investigator, become a police officer, join the FBI.
I don't understand why folks be wanting to get to the bottom of stuff. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. We don't know what happened to Charlie Kirk, but we know it was we can all agree it was some foul play, right? Let's say it's foul play. I ain't got nothing else though. I'm done after that. I don't like I think about, like, after that, what else I gotta know? Because think about it.
Robinson killed Charlie Kirk. Now, whether you believe that he was set up to kill him, I don't know. At this point, if y'all believe that the Jews are as powerful as they are, and you believe that the government is as powerful as they are, then you think that you sitting there on your podcast is going to do anything about it?
Well, that was my next point. Like me personally, I don't think he did it, but what difference do it make? Because if I find out, because think about it, if they came out tomorrow and said, let's say the Jews, okay, we did it, what's gonna happen? Nothing. This is I'm trying to say, right? If y'all aren't fighting for what's obvious to fight for now, you're not gonna fight if somebody says we did this or did that. You're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like you already be fighting. And so the problem really is that these people, they don't really have a solution to anything.
No.
Because the solution would be if they get on TV and say, yeah, we did it. Now what? What y'all gonna do? Nothing. And that's the problem. So again, y'all are still watching soccer games. You're still going out. You're still getting tortured by women. You still got, you listen to Cam. I'm just saying this stuff because if y'all was really about it, y'all would have been did something because enough's already been enough. Like y'all would have when they locked up them folks from January 6th, when they got locked up, y'all supposed to buck then.
Didn't buck at all. Y'all scared. Y'all they didn't even go out for American 250 because they were scared.
So my whole point in all of this is that if they tell you all, like I don't know half of this stuff. Now I can say, okay, I don't think this don't look right, this don't sound right, but I really don't know. But at the end of the day, if I did know, what am I gonna do about it? Am I gonna go crash out so y'all can say, man, you stupid, you was stupid? That's all y'all gonna say. I can say, you know what, y'all not gonna say Blanche is a hero. I won't get no statues. I won't be in the books, in the history book. Like I will just erase off. I'll just be erased out of everybody's memory if I go say I'm gonna go fight. No, I'm not doing it. I'm telling you all that y'all are spinning y'all wheels because if they come out and tell y'all that we did it, y'all aren't gonna do a single thing.
You ain't gonna do. You remember Kevin Hart? You ain't gonna do. Y'all, and I say that to say your country is burning.
It is.
And you're trying to solve the murder of Charlie Kirk with Candace Owens. God bless you on your journey.
Do y'all think Candace Owens? Now listen, I believe all this is a setup for a bigger place. But I'm just saying. But do y'all think Candace Owens, honestly? Do you think Candace Owens honestly cares about America?
No. Her ditzy self.
Candace Owens got exposed when she was sitting in front of Nick Fuentes.
Yes. That's how I discovered Nick Fuentes.
And if y'all didn't know who Candace Owens was, go watch her. I did a video. Go watch her in front of Nick Fuentes so you can see who she really is. And he made her look very, very small and unintelligent.
Yep, he did. Because she is. Now, mind you, is she impressive? Yes. I think Candace Owens is pretty and impressive in the way she talks. She's skinny. But
that's not.
But when you boil it down, and I think that's why Charlie Kirk was done with her. She's still black, y'all. She is this bougie black chick that swears that she's going to solve a murder. What? You think this is your little murder mysteries that you sit like you watching Scooby-Doo? I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that Candace. Like, what do you think is going to happen? If you think that these people are capable of murder and you feel like they are occupying the government and you feel like they are occupying politicians, you think that your black behind is getting ready to you'll be dead. You'll be dead first.
They don't have to. Because she's not credible.
You're not.
They don't have to. She's She's not taken seriously.
No.
Now listen, there are some folks on social media breaking this stuff down to a science. But guess what? Y'all ain't gonna see them. Y'all ain't gonna never hear them. You ain't gonna never hear them because they ain't got the platform.
But my
They know who to let talk and who not to let talk. They gonna let Candace talk all day long. They gonna let her talk. Go ahead, keep talking.
but Blanche, they breaking it down for what?
Oh no, the breakdown is for absolutely nothing because
Thank you. Go do something. Y'all, whites in the comments. Help me out. We need unlimited energy. Okay, that's the new thing now. Okay, they trying to figure out how to get solar energy to power houses and it be unlimited and it be free for everybody. Can y'all work on that? Because Moses, my servant, is dead.
Moses is gone, y'all.
Jesus said, "Let the dead
Bury the dead."
bury the dead." I love Charlie. I do. I really do. I don't know why God took this man's life because no one can take his life if it wasn't God's will for him to perish. So when I believe that we're going to see our brother Charlie again, I do. And he impacted my life. So I'm not saying this in a cold way, you guys. I need y'all to have these big girl and big boy conversation. We give y'all this wisdom. Blanche and I, we give y'all this wisdom so you can go out and go forth. There's not a single thing that we can do about the Charlie Kirk assassination right now.
I mean, hold on. Well, hold on. Y'all could do something about all of this. Y'all could do something. What Andrew Tate said is real.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all could do something about all of this stuff. Everything y'all are disgruntled about, y'all can do something about all of it. I remember when COVID happened, everything was shut down. Those white people went to those capitals, not January 6th capitals. They went to them capitals in their states, and they was armed with them AR-15s, and they said, open it back up.
Mm-hmm.
I'll never forget, a reporter went to a lady, and he said, ma'am, it's a pandemic. People are dying. The lady said, I don't care. I need to go back to work.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell you, and the country got open back, what I'm trying to tell you all is the solution to all of this is going to be something that's extreme because where we are.
Yeah.
It just is. Like it's going to be an extreme solution. There's no easy way out of this because as they say, the can is too far down the road. It's too much happening at one time. It's just too much going. It's too much. It's LGBTQ. It's immigration. It's too much stuff going on at one time, and it's too infused in society. Now it has to be something drastic that you all do. I'm telling you all that the biggest change that can be made is for men to run their households. That is the biggest start of all of this, for men to tell these women, no,
Yeah.
we ain't voting like this. We ain't supporting this. That's going to change a lot of stuff. You ain't got to fire no bullets. Get your house in order, and that's going to start a ripple effect right there.
Yeah. And going back to the whole Moses, my servant, is dead. God gave very specific instructions after that. He said, now be thou strong and very courageous. Only be thou strong. Like, if y'all white folks are not figuring out that they have completely taken over your country and they want y'all to be slaves, as Blanche has established, y'all seen that clip going viral. 50% of y'all are just in rebellion. Y'all out here just doing silly stuff and stupid stuff. Y'all out here trying to solve murders, following the black people. Y'all marching with George Floyd's. Like y'all, the white folks is just doing all kind of craziness. The white folks, it's actually embarrassing. And all we are telling you guys is save your country, move forward. Just the same way that we tell blacks. No. People don't like these kind of conversations, but I'm telling you, if y'all go read the Bible, all things work together for the good of those who love God, who are calling according to his purpose. I don't know why it happened the way that it happened with Charlie Kirk. God bless him. But there's a scripture, and I love my husband preaches on it sometimes. Blanche, and it's Amos 3:6. It says, "Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it?"
Amos 3:6. See real quick.
His ways are not our ways.
No, they are not.
Thoughts are
Not
thoughts.
our thoughts.
It says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord hath not done it?" Done it, allowed it, however you want to put it.
Mm.
It's deep. It's deep stuff,
I'm gonna
Blanche.
read that chapter.
It's deep stuff.
I'm gonna read that chapter. Oh, I got one more.
Okay. Someone said Charlie Kirk was in a cult. I don't know, man. Jesse came that we may have. I think he meant Jesus. Jesus came that we may have life and have it more abundantly. Absolutely. I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I got two video.
I love the word of God.
I got two.
The word of God is.
So if you're asking for reparation, simply means that you did not contribute. It was raped out of you. So let me give some few analogies. A woman who was kidnapped, or a man who was kidnapped against his will and kept in a basement for sexual pleasure for 3 years. If by some lucky stroke you dashed out, would you return and say, "Oh no, I contributed to his sexual pleasure for 3 years"? No, you didn't, because he didn't do it with your consent. He raped you, or she raped you. That's it. Nobody has been taken to court for ever being asked to make a contribution, and he or she made a contribution and then turn around and say, "No, it was forced out of me." No, it's not true. People arrived in this country. They saw the land, they saw the potential of the land and its location. They were people who escaped their previous environment they didn't like. Well, the guy who is running away from danger, it's a danger himself. Don't try to stop in his way, because he's running away from danger. So the people who were running away from the English land, the UK, they were running away from danger. They were dangerous. And when they see a place where they think they can realize their dream, they'll be ready to fight. That's where the social Darwinism comes in. The survival of the fittest, my friend. Yep. No one has been taken to court ever for that. So here, they took the land and they proved it. They built it. They formed a foundation. That is important thing you need to remember, which I can never contribute to that foundation, which means the principles they laid down came from within them and their worldview. That I cannot contribute. So when the foundation is already established, you only come to dance on the platform. The stage has already been set. The rest of us, we came to sell our skills and gain from it. The building of this country is not in the brick and mortar. It's not even in the Empire State Building. It is in the principles with which the foundation was laid. And that, my friends, we the immigrants and my great-grandfathers who were stolen, we can never play.
Wow.
Well, first of all, I'm going to just say a few things. The land wasn't stolen.
It wasn't.
We live on Earth, and no one is giving a deed to the land from birthright. It doesn't exist. Even you look at the animal kingdom, animals fight over territory all the time.
Yep.
Like, because it's God's earth. So it's not, nothing is yours unless you make it yours. So the Native Americans that were in America, there was no organized America. They didn't have, they had Chippewa Nation, Blackfoot Nation, Cherokee Nation, but they didn't own the land. They was fighting amongst themselves. They was fighting each other. Before the white man even got it, they was already fighting. So
Eating each
again,
other.
eat, scalping, cannibalism, everything. But the white man didn't steal the land. He saw an opportunity and he took it.
Yep. Conquer.
The same way in Africa, those tribes did the same thing. So if there was an African kingdom, how'd they become a kingdom? They conquered everything around the area. It's the same. You're mad at white people because they were able to do this off of their home country, their home continent. That's what you're upset about. Because everybody's done the same thing they've done. They just expanded it. Y'all are upset because they're able to build these ships around the world.
And y'all only hate it when white people do it because y'all quote Exodus where God gives the Israelites the land of milk and honey. And y'all don't have any issues with that. Y'all don't have any issues. Y'all not thinking about the poor people who had the land of milk and honey and oh my God, these Israelites come and steal it. Y'all don't say that. Y'all just don't like it because it's white people. God is supposed to like every other race except for white people. You know, actually people believe that. You know that?
Yeah.
They think that God hates white people. But I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to look you in the camera when I say that, I wouldn't serve a God who hates people because of the color of their skin.
I wouldn't serve a God that didn't love white people.
Thank you. So y'all just foolish. You're just foolish.
And Frank Zanu's family was stolen by other Africans. White folks didn't steal. White folks came like it was FedEx to pick up a package.
That's it.
They came to collect. They didn't steal nothing. They just came to collect what they paid for and left about their business. And if you all go to, I know Ghana has like the slave castle, but if you go there, you'll get an idea of how the whole thing worked. All the work was done by the Africans. All the white folks did was pull up with the ships and you walk to the ship. They didn't even have to come on inland like that. You were marched to the ship. You had to go through caves underground. You had to walk to the ship.
You think white folks were just going to come over there with all of y'all black folks and just steal y'all people? No. Come on.
Mosquitoes, disease, it couldn't survive.
And like Frank Zano said, is y'all don't understand the world. This is Darwinism, okay? The weak gets conquered by the strong. It's just, I don't care how y'all feel like you gonna make it different. It ain't gonna change. It's the way that it works. Y'all live in this good here America where the weak have the court systems on their side. You can sue somebody but let me tell you something. If you get rid of all of that, Darwinism is going Darwinist. It's going to do it. The weak will get conquered by the strong. And that, going back to you white people, y'all keep playing with these people, not procreating, not having babies, and allowing them to take over your country. The weak gets conquered by the strong. It's almost like you deserve it.
Yeah. Somebody said that's how Roots showed it. LARPing for Cash said, and that's not really from what I've seen. Blacks in West Africa would capture slaves and have slave parties to set them off to the west coast of Africa. Yeah, white people didn't go into Africa taking slaves. They went and purchased slaves. So there was never. So this whole narrative of white folks going there, it's a lie. It's not true.
And they didn't purchase slaves to build golf courses or to build buildings. A lot of times it was for liquor and guns.
We talking about the Africans?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Listen, now listen. What they got in return was nothing compared to a human body. But honestly, the reason why they wanted liquor and guns because y'all probably wouldn't work too much in the first place anyway. Like, listen, I don't believe y'all was this great working race. I just don't believe it.
I don't think so.
I don't believe y'all was this great working group of people that was just so hard and couldn't. No. I believe they said, well, they tried to enslave the Indians first. They wasn't going for it.
The Indians wasn't having it.
They wasn't having it. So that's why they didn't use them. They said no. But y'all, even the whites was like, we indentured servants, but you ain't not for life though. The only ones that agreed to this concept of being a slave for life was black people. Nobody else agreed with that. Nobody. Even though a black man started it, nobody agreed with it except black people.
And that's why the white people say, yeah, I don't think I like this.
Right.
I don't think I like this, actually. It took white people to say that. It is what it is. Frank Zanu is a man. And I love that he's trying to have a conversation with y'all because y'all keep saying y'all built. That is that is just one of the greatest lies ever told. Y'all did not build America. And y'all need to hear this. White people, y'all need to be saying this to these. If you got friends that are black, like, cut it out. The jig is up. Everything that y'all have gotten has been from white people. Maybe not the STDs that y'all got, but definitely everything else y'all got was from white folks.
You all, okay, let me contextualize this. Working on a railroad is not the same as creating a railroad.
Thank you.
Building a house isn't the same as supplying the lumber and the materials, the concrete and bricks, and to build the house. That's what I'm saying is
Designing.
And I know Austin, all script didn't like this, but
don't talk about my friend Blanche.
We don't operate from the premise that black people built the house.
No, we don't.
Now, black people may have helped build the house, meaning they may have laid down a few floorboards. They may have cut out a few window frames. They may have done some landscaping, but they didn't build the house, meaning they didn't independently on their own go chop down trees to create some lumber to form this wood. They didn't do that.
Design did.
They didn't do none of that. So when I say they were on the couch, they're actually on the couch. The house was built by somebody else, and they're on the couch, meaning they didn't even build the couch.
Yeah.
So you're being allowed to be in the house, but you can't contribute. You can still clean in the house. You can still cook in the house. You can still add improvements to the house. Like, you can still be of value to the house, but you didn't build the house.
Yeah.
Because when they show you all, what you all have an attachment to is you all picking cotton. You don't have an attachment to you all putting up a frame of a house. You don't have an attachment to you all on a skyscraper, building a skyscraper. Yours is with slavery and picking cotton. You don't have anything that's with building. There's no famous pictures of black folks building anything. It's you all in the fields or you all getting whipped. That's it. Yeah. Y'all did not build this country. Now, can you say, well, you helped with the economics of the country? Okay, you did. But did you build the country? Absolutely not.
Yeah. It's true. Janan said employer versus employee. I'm sorry, the employees helped to build the business, but the employees didn't build the business. That's so true. And I'm sure that they were grateful for your contribution. However, You didn't build America. And that's the lie that's got to stop. Like, slaves did not build it. Think about it. Look, I'm doing Blanche. You know how Blanche does. Think about it. Blanche, I'm taking your words, but think about it. A slave who is uneducated miraculously build plans for skyscrapers and houses and indoor plumbing, and like that, just y'all, it just didn't happen. Now, what you did was is you had a slave master that said, "Hey, I have an idea for XYZ. I want you to execute on XYZ." That's not building it, that's helping and assisting, but it's not building.
And they have to teach you all how to do that.
Yes.
So if the slave master has an idea that he wants something that's built, he has to teach you all how to build it.
Yeah.
And then hope that you all do it right. Diamone Chuck said, y'all built the pyramids but can't build a family.
Nope.
That's what Chuck said. You built the pyramids but can't build a family. That's why I'm saying nobody really believes it, because there are no remnants of you all being these great builders.
Nothing.
You wouldn't lose that. Like, you wouldn't lose that industrious. Like my grandfather could build anything.
Mm-hmm.
Even my father could. Like, you can just look at something and they just get to level on it. They could build. They could do everything. Work on cars. Back in that generation, they could do everything. They could. So I'm not saying you all weren't skilled laborers.
Yeah.
I never saw my grandfather build a house. Now I've seen my grandfather
work on a house that's
add on to the house,
mm-hmm.
build another room to the house, add a bath. And I see, yeah, he did that. Yeah. But just from the ground up, you know what? I know he bought some land. I don't know if I got to look into that. I don't know. But my point is that wasn't the majority of Black people, is my point.
Yeah.
So even my grandfather did build it. That is not what y'all celebrate. Yeah. Y'all celebrate picking cotton. Y'all don't celebrate Black people that are building. Y'all don't celebrate that kind of. Y'all don't celebrate the brightest. You don't. You celebrate the victim. Yeah. So I don't believe that in mass you all were building. I don't.
Yeah, and not only that. Okay, so someone said they tricked the white youth years ago to care more about other races than their own and be ashamed of their history. And it's true. It's so true. And there's one thing. So Black people, I know there are Black people that probably built a house, right? What I'm talking about is the very concept of the houses that we see today.
Oh, yeah.
Not created by Blacks. Y'all had huts and y'all had, teepees and all of that. And that's just the truth. That's what you had. The concept of housing today, indoor plumbing, upstairs, downstairs, all that, like not with mud, but with wood and farming the wood and all, that is all whites. That just is the truth. Sorry.
Yes, and even if my grandfather built some houses, let's just say he did. I can't really remember, but let's just say he did. That's still not the same as building a country. It's not the same as building railroads and streets and sidewalks and carving out, building dams and underground subways and electrical grids and
submarines. White folks build submarines.
White folks build stuff to go in the air and underwater.
Yes.
Airplanes and submarines. Black folks, y'all didn't do that. Come on now.
And it's not that we don't want y'all to. I mean, we wanted to believe this too. When we were Black, Blanche, we wanted to believe this, y'all. It's just not true.
It's just not true.
There's no history of it. Look at the Black. I'm asking y'all, poll the Black people that you know today. Poll them and just ask if they know anybody that even knows how to work on a car these days. So said there was no 2-story buildings in Africa until white people built them. I hear it's probably, you said I hear it's probably true.
No, it is. I remember I was arguing with somebody on, not even arguing with, but
Highways through mountains.
highways through mountains, homes on mountains.
Yes. White people are dope. What were you about to say? You say you remember something.
So I told somebody, I said, show me where the pyramids are duplicated outside of Egypt and Africa.
No.
And this girl pulled up, when I tell you it was some pyramid, but it was like the size of a closet. Like, I'm like, what? I said, what? This ain't no, what is this?
It's like when blacks compare Black Wall Street to actual Wall. They say
Yeah.
Black Wall Street, which is a strip mall. Somebody said, I mean, they blow up a side of a mountain to depict the presidents. White folks is dope. God, faces. Yo,
They have faces on Mount Rushmore.
that's dope. That's some bad mamma jamma stuff, and they got y'all to hate yourselves, and they got y'all to hate y'all ancestors. They got the white folks to hate themselves.
That's the biggest thing right there, is that they hate where they came. So once you hate where you come from, the rest is just easy after that point. Because what do you turn to?
Yeah.
So now instead of being proud of your ancestors, now you hate yourself.
You hate yourself, and which brings me to this whole you guys, I do want to talk about President Trump, even if we do it briefly. Blanche, we got to.
Oh, go ahead.
Talking about election integrity, I don't know if you've seen Spencer Pratt. Speaking of white boy summer, keep it coming. I'm loving it, Blanche. This white boy, Spencer Pratt, is talking about communism and then telling everybody how, elections are stolen. And so President Trump came out and delivered his address on the stolen election, which just makes me, everybody knew something wasn't right. Would you say, Blanche, with this election?
Yeah, it's something. Yeah. Listen, talking about the last president, when Joe Biden got the most votes in U.S. history. Matter of fact, Trump got the second most amount of votes in U.S. history in the same election. Joe Biden got, not only did he get the most votes in U.S. history, but he got the most black votes in U.S. history.
More votes than Barack Hussein Obama.
Like 60% of black people allegedly voted for Joe Biden. I know y'all don't believe that, right?
Black folks don't vote. Can we just be honest? Black people don't vote.
60% of black people voted. No, come on, y'all. Come on.
So I say that to say Spencer Pratt has been doing a lot on this, talking about his election. And if you feel like doing it, we can kind of go over it, but it's a little long. But he talks, if you have not already gone to Spencer Pratt's page, go on there, and he explains how ballot harvesting and all that is happening. Well, now President Trump is just coming out and just like, they got receipts, y'all. They stole y'all elections. The whites, they stole y'all election. Listen.
The system we have today falls catastrophically short of that standard. Tonight, I'm announcing the immediate declassification and release of critical intelligence revealing shocking vulnerabilities in our election infrastructure. This evidence shows that the election system we have dangerously exposes like levels never thought possible to hacking, exploitation, and foreign interference. just as disturbingly, this vital information has for many years been covered up and hidden from you, the American people, our beautiful, our great American people. But that all changes right now. The documents we will release starting tonight have been gathered by the White House Government Transparency Task Force, a great group of people, along with the staff of the President's Intelligence Advisory Board, supported by our top intelligence agency chiefs, who have all personally reviewed the findings. We are presenting this evening and fully confirmed their authenticity. You can see these documents for yourself at whitehouse.gov. That's
So
White House.
they stole y'all elections. White people, white Americans, they stole y'all elections. Blanche, what they gonna do about it?
Nothing.
I know, it's so sad. Blanche, I don't want to believe that. They ain't gonna do y'all ain't
Nothing's gonna happen.
y'all are scared.
White people need to take this country back. And yeah, this is because this stuff don't mean nothing because okay, he stole it. We know so what? Like
We knew it 4 years ago, Blanche. And I feel so bad because honestly, President Trump is the only one, and he can't do it by himself. Y'all got to man up. Y'all got to man up.
when they locked those people up
Yep.
for January 6th,
Yep.
and y'all didn't do nothing, that was it. Because ain't no way us coming here protesting a stolen election and we got to go to prison is crazy.
Yeah, but LARPing for Cash said white people went to the Capitol for January 6th. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember that. But that clearly was not enough, y'all, because nobody cared about the January 6th prisoners. They let them stay there for 4 years, Blanche.
In
Thank
prison,
God President Trump won.
in prison 4 years, and
all to find out that y'all were right.
you were right, boy. Listen,
You should be tearing up. I don't hear no marches or anything, Blanche, outside my house.
I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, white people. Whatever y'all complaining about, if y'all show some solidarity, everything changed the next day. Trust me.
Yeah.
If y'all say enough's enough, trust me, it'll change because they know when y'all get bucked, it's for real. Ain't no more hiding, no more playing. Because y'all got a track record of when y'all don't like something, y'all threw the tea in the water for a 1% tax increase. Y'all like this. So y'all answers was about it.
About it. Okay. Somebody said, why don't you get out there? LARPing for Cash, that's not my ministry. It's not my ministry, sweetheart. It's not. I'm really, really, really praying that white people get a backbone like President Trump. Y'all better start acting like these Jews out here. Y'all better start acting like these Jews. Because I guarantee you the Jews wouldn't have let them do it to their communities, their country. You
can't do it. You go to Israel. You can't do it now in their country.
They over there losing it on them Israelites. I mean, I'm talking about on Israelites. They over there wilding on them Iranians.
You can't. And guess what? That's how white folks should have been. Yep. And at this stage of the game, it got to be something extreme, though. And I'm telling y'all now, this is how powerful y'all really are. People are crashing out based on what y'all are saying.
Yep.
y'all haven't even shown any kind of force, and they're already terrified off of words.
Yeah.
Imagine if, and when I say show force, I'm not talking about the fake neo-Nazis walking and all. I'm talking about
So fake.
I'm talking about the real white people, like the real white folks. Real white people, like enough's enough. Once y'all get to that point, it'll change. Trump get on TV the next day. We're going starting today. We're going to have some things change.
National emergency.
That, yes.
National emergency when the whites get mad. And you guys, we need y'all to be white. We do not want to live in a brown hellhole. I'm sorry. We just don't. These people don't build anything. It's just the truth. All they
Black people are not going to stand up.
Nope. Nope.
Well, I'm gonna say this right. Nobody is going to stand up except white people. This I know this.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling you now. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. When it comes to saving America, it is going to be on the shoulders of white people. I know it sounds bad. Maybe a few blacks, a few Asians, a few whatever, but the majority of folks are not going to join into the fight to say that they're not going to do it.
Yeah, yeah, and it's so and we need y'all to be white. Okay, we so close. Okay, like I said last, like we so close to getting flying cars, Blanche. We going to Mars. We getting energy. We so close. We don't want to mess this up. White people, we need y'all to come correct.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do think it's a setup, but the setup is for white people to crash out.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying crash out. They want white folks to get in the streets and just go berserk.
Yeah.
So they can, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when I say solidarity, that means it starts with the household, then you go to the school boards, then you go to how you want your communities. It's a systematic approach you could use that'll work easily because y'all got the numbers. It'll easily work. But the problem is that taking these steps are going to make you seem like you're racist.
And you just need to be racist.
So you just got to, that's what I'm saying. You got to be okay with being called racist. Like once y'all get to that point, everything else will be cool. Once y'all say racist, okay, we good. Yeah, we racist. Let's go. Keep going.
Exactly. Y'all, I went to the 7-Eleven in my neighborhood the other day, Blanche, and it was 2 white girls, and I was so happy. Like, y'all need to get these people, these foreigners. You gotta take back power. You do. White folks. It has not been good for anybody with white people not in power. So, anywho.
I'm gonna say this too. Uh-huh. One more thing, like Martin for Cash said it'd be forced. Listen, I understand why there would be segregation.
Yeah.
I just know I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna listen. White folks are gonna have a problem with me.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. Or RPG, because we got some sense. I know how this is gonna work. They're gonna want to separate from because they're gonna ask people, what do you want?
Yeah.
Yes, and people and guess people are gonna do? They're going to self-segregate.
Yep.
They're gonna say, I don't want to be around this.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it is that people say segregation, and like I said, I will understand, my good white friends. I love y'all so much, but I will understand if y'all said y'all didn't want to be around any black people. The difference between me, I don't need to be around black people. I need to be around white people. I can be around anybody because I believe that we're all made in the image of God. I don't see the world through racial lenses at all. And I do believe that the gifts that Blanche and I have, it will make room for us wherever we are.
Right.
So when y'all say forced segregation, that doesn't even faze me at all. Like, it will be what it's going to be.
And once the country gets to a certain point, and think about this from a practical standpoint, if whites reclaim the country, that'll be from a social, economic, and political stand. Like once the voting, so in other words, black people won't be able to be galvanized anymore.
Mm-hmm.
There will be nobody putting a battery in their back. So everything they do will just be amongst it. The only reason why black folks are expanding their chaos out now is because they're being allowed to.
Yeah.
Back in the day, black folks stayed in their neighborhood and caused problems. That's it.
Yep.
So other races were able to coexist around them because they say, okay, don't come to this street, don't cross it. Black folks knew. Black folks knew and left out of their communities that they were well behaved. But now, because the culture has shifted so much to where now this black behavior is acceptable and is promoted and it's encouraged. That's why, but with the new America or an old America, black folks would just stay among themselves. They would have the leverage to destroy the country.
Yeah.
Black folks only got this kind of leverage. There had to be an organized, orchestrated effort with the civil rights movement, with all of this stuff. It had to be intentional. There had to be a lot of folks involved to do this. Otherwise, black folks would have just stayed where they were. And then, think about it. King had to go to middle-class black people and convince them to help. They weren't trying to help him.
Nope, not at all.
They already separated. I'll never forget in that one video, the lady said the pastor told the church they're going to be 1 million black folks coming to LA, and them black folks got upset.
Yep. Yep.
They got upset like, no, not here, because they already knew.
Same thing with the immigrants. The immigrants don't want a whole bunch of like illegals over here because they already know. It's the white folks that think that everybody's the same, that everybody has your morals, everybody can do things, and everybody's sweet. I don't know if we can have a two-state solution with blacks and whites. So I'm with you, the Stoke division. I don't know if you can.
No, listen, the problem is, RPG, is that black people have had outside help from liberal Jews, liberal whites, communists. If it's just black people left alone, they would just be in their own tent, their own stuff up. Somebody had to come in and put the battery in their back and put them at the head of this and give them this and let them move in here and let them come over here and be the CEO here, win a case over here, win a case. Like all that stuff was orchestrated to get black folks to expand out of where they were. Yeah. Before all of that, black folks stayed amongst themselves, tearing up, and the black folks that had some sense got away from them.
Exactly. And that's what I want. Honestly, we just got to get away from the people that don't have no sense. Okay. And I'm telling you, some of y'all whites, y'all act black. Y'all act really black.
Yeah, y'all can't listen, man. Y'all can't.
Some of y'all whites need to unblack.
Stop saying America was racist. Stop saying that. Stop saying don't concede, because I'm telling you, all those talking points, they're telling you America's racist when the whole planet did the same thing.
Yeah.
That's not right. That's just the way it is, human nature. Like, it ain't racism.
It's not. It's not at all. So
hold on, I got one more video.
Okay.
Please, it's it, y'all. We going after we going.
Good.
We going, y'all.
Somebody said my parents and grandparents never mentioned MLK. Hold on. Sorry.
This is what's wrong with a lot of niggas, because a lot of niggas have black supremacist type of mindsets, but they'll call out every bit of white supremacy. They'll call out every bigot, and there's nothing wrong with putting yourself.
What is black supremacy? Go ahead.
It's the same shit as white supremacy. It's the same shit you
never could be. Never could be. When have we ever had the upper hand? So what does the black supremacists do? Let my nigga talk.
So do you think Carmelo should have ever got any conviction? And you said no. You said the only time he should have sat in jail was until the trial was over. So you feel like the nigga was not guilty of nothing. That's what's wrong with niggas.
I'm sorry.
That's a black supremacist talking to you. Because of anything, the nigga should have got voluntary manslaughter. If anything. But you know what happened?
Why?
But you know what happened?
Why?
Because he killed somebody with no fucking claim of self-defense. What is wrong with niggas like this, bro? Because this is the type of shit that triggers me, bro. Because a nigga is really sitting up here saying, why?
Why?
That don't make sense, Josh.
Because he killed somebody? What I'm telling to you is, why did he kill somebody?
Did he kill somebody?
Why did he kill somebody?
A piece of gum?
Why did he kill somebody?
Like he stole a nigga iPhone?
No. Why did he kill somebody? But you don't have the same type of passion when fucking cops killed Tamir Rice.
How did I?
You don't.
How can you tell me what type of passion I got?
So what did you say about that?
I know which justified and which not, nigga. The Tamir Rice shit was fucked up.
Carmelo was justified. Carmelo had to be.
Bro, listen. And respectfully, nigga, even the Tamir Rice shit was fucked up. But a nigga at the park playing with a gun that look like a gun is going to fuck, bro. It don't matter what you think, nigga. It's the law. This is why black niggas can never get no further than where the fuck they at. They stay in the hood, they stay where they at, and they keep the mindset that
So
they
we
got.
just gotta stay.
Every bit of that. What's this guy's name, Blanche?
I don't know who this, my homeboy Kofi posted this.
I know.
But I think it's from the No Cap All Facts podcast.
Let me see. I want to know who that guy's name is because I want to shout
But
him.
did you hear the guy say, man, all he did was kill somebody? He said, did you hear what he just said? Like he just stole a pack of gum.
That's what he said, like stole a nigga AirPods.
Yeah, like stole it. Like, come on. He's like, what?
Hold on. I'm gonna find what this guy's name is. Because I think that it's really, really interesting. But y'all, he's still black, obviously. And this is, I love black people. He tall like that. He hype. He, you know. But then the dude brought up, because somebody said, are these dudes drunk? No, they just black. Brandos.
They're not drunk.
Black. This is how blacks talk, and I like it from the standpoint of a lot of black people are getting to the end of their rope and realizing this whole black stuff is a hustle. Blanche, they get into it, so I love this. But you notice how he's still black, because when the guy brought up Tamir Rice.
No, but hold on now. I'm gonna give him credit though.
Okay.
He said Tamir Rice was messed up because they shot the boy so quick. But ironically, that's the one black folks should have got upset about, but they didn't.
What, Tamir Rice? They mad at him.
It wasn't no mark. They didn't do near what they did for George Floyd or Trayvon Martin. None of them with that boy. Anyway, but you heard what he said. He said, but even Tamir Rice, he said, you in the park playing with a gun or something, look like a gun, you know what's gonna happen, like, cause it's the law. So like even with that, he got to concede that that boy was killed, but also you in a public place playing with what is believed to be a gun.
Okay. Okay. I
thought, you know what I'm saying? So he's saying even in that case, even though it's messed up, he's still, it ain't just like he just got randomly shot. He's in the park scaring folks with something that appears to be a gun. So so even in that case, that's why he said, because there are laws.
Yeah.
He said that's why black folks stay where they are, because they don't want to believe, they don't want to follow the laws.
Yeah.
That's why y'all say stuck in the hood. Y'all want to follow the laws.
Which was all true. He said even though it was messed up. I love how sincere he is. Even though he's screaming, y'all, this is how black folks are. And until they unblack, it's a process. They be acting like they about to fight, having a conversation.
Because in this guy's case, though, he's trying to rationalize how black folks are thinking like this. Because he's upset because he said, y'all are black supremacists, because he can see it. Y'all are black supremacists.
Yep.
He's like, that's what y'all are. He was like, you don't think he should get manslaughter? That's why I mentioned earlier. I said, you don't think Carmelo should get any kind of punishment? He shouldn't get nothing. He stabbed somebody in the heart, and then hold up, and then no self-defense claim. Nope. He put his hands on me. What?
And you notice how I told you the last time, the men have been eerily quiet on that, because y'all know that it ain't right. You can't even imagine, Blanche, you walking up to somebody and putting your hand in a track meet and saying, bro, you got to get out of here. And then they just turn around and stab you. It's not normal. But then these bliggities who are looking after women are saying that, oh, but why did he kill someone? You killed killed another child. And they got like zero empathy for it. And so I love the way this guy, like you said, he's just like frustrated. He's going to turn around and realize he got to unblack because it's not going to end up well for him.
It's not. It's not. LARPing for Cash said, as a white person, I don't feel the need to be around diversity. It is the enemy of the white race. And the problem is that nobody else practices diversity except white people.
Only white
Y'all
people.
y'all are the only ones that have ever done it, successfully done it to your own detriment. You're the only ones that are willing to do it. You're the only ones that continue to do it. You're the only ones that want to include everybody. I mean, that's why I said what they were calling racism was just self-preservation.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all it is.
And LARPing for Cash, I hear you, fam, but the enemy to the white race is the women and the cucked men that are in rebellion, the white women and the white cucked men. That's the enemy. I mean, Black folks really are just only doing what you allow them to do. And that's what I would say, even with the women and the men dynamics. Women are only doing what y'all allow them to do. Black people are 13% of the population. 13 to 15 depends on the day. You think that they should be running your cities? They should be running their cities, and they're running their cities to the ground. And then they get you to elect them to run your cities. And then when they run your cities to the ground, like LA, y'all don't say a word. Y'all just move out, kindly move out. Y'all vote with your feet, like you said. No, you need to vote with your hands, bro.
The problem with the white race in America is that half of the white people in America are liberal.
Yeah, 50%.
And then the other half that's left, half of the conservative side are really what they call rhinos.
Yeah.
It's really only probably about 25% of white folks in America that are actually what I would consider truly white and truly American. The most, and the problem is that you all will be, even if you remove every person of color out of America, there would be a civil war between libtards and conservatives. Like y'all, like whites would be fighting each other because liberals are still going to be crazy. Think about it. A liberal is more dangerous without a Black person around them because they can't hide behind a person of color. So they can't use. So now the actions get more extreme. That's when you look back in the past, those white communists did more extreme things like bombing stuff and kill, because they were able to use persons of color like they do now. And so really what you all have created was a great society, probably the greatest ever, but it came at a cost. And the cost is that you've let the barbarians into the gate. And now the barbarians are in the kitchen, they in the bathrooms, they in the bedrooms, they everywhere. Like they're so woven into society.
Stay in the.
I wish.
I feel for white people. I really do. I really do, because like 50% of your community is in rebellion against your future, against your ancestors, against your legacy, against your children. And y'all, honestly, why do we care? We've already said it. We have benefited from the freedoms and the privilege that we had to be Americans. And so we want to preserve that. We've seen what diversity looks like, and we've seen what Black folks in power looks like, and I don't want no parts of it. But the problem is y'all gotta get those women and them cucked men in check.
Tish said multiracial isn't the real issue, multicultural is. And that's the biggest problem. It isn't the fact that you are around other races. It's the fact these other races don't adopt Western culture. That's the problem. If
You
they
don't
adopt
demand
Western
that
culture,
they do.
huh?
They don't demand that they do.
And that's really the problem is the assimilation should have came with a standard of you have to adhere to these American ways. You can't stay.
Yeah.
That's what it should have been. The old saying was, when in Rome, do as the Romans, because if you were in Rome not being a Roman, they kick you out. So it should have been that same way here. But the problem is they made white people feel guilty about being human beings. Because everything white folks have done, everybody else has done. It's not nothing that was new, nothing that was worse, nothing that was, they were just human beings. And so they got white folks believing that they were wrong by birthright. You said most whites are conservative. Okay, let me ask you a question. Look at our government right now. Do you think most of the government is conservative? Honestly,
No. They're just not, y'all.
I'm just saying, because even conservative whites say slavery was bad. We know America has some racism. America has a bad history, but no.
Y'all need to not let people say that about your ancestors without saying it about their ancestors. I'm telling you, from Genesis to Revelation, slavery has been practiced, you guys. And they only make white people feel guilty. Like you said, you could literally go to an all black church and no one walks around and says, there's no white people here. And if I go to a white church, white people will say, we need more diversity. Like, seriously, y'all are the only people that people force that diversity dildo right up your rear, and y'all let it happen. And so that's what I'm saying. Black folks are not your problem. Indians are not your problem. Asians are not your problem. Jews are not your problem. You sound very black when you state that they're your problem. You guys not enforcing the standards that your ancestors put in place. You guys not enforcing the laws that your ancestors put in place. You guys becoming ashamed of your ancestors and your history. That is the problem. And you can get mad and say deport them all. Honestly, like you said, it's not even a color thing. These are the rules when you stay here, whether you black, brown, green, or blue.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, I'm gonna be the first one to say that the problem is internal, because even if you remove all of the races out of the equation, you're gonna have to fight against the rest of these white people. I'm telling you, you think these white folks aren't liberal. They are. I talk to these, even the ones, because you got to think the civil rights movement did a number on this country.
Yeah.
And not really the civil rights movement per se, but how it was revisited afterwards. How it was pushed afterwards was the real issue. I don't think it even was the movement so much as it was how it was revisited, how it was remembered. So even conservative whites respect and hold MLK in high regard, and they shouldn't. The fact that he's a pillar, he's a figure that's positive for both the left and the right is problematic. It's problematic when he should not be anything on the right, because he was horrible. But the fact that he is still held in high regards, King was a conservative. He was a Republican. No, he wasn't. Malcolm X wasn't. Like, these people weren't. They weren't. And so this is what I mean by there has to be a reckoning among white people to say we're going in this direction or we're not. Same thing with Europe. What's happening? Think about it. Europe didn't get conquered because immigrants just came into the country. There were enough white people to say, open the gates. That's all it is. It's the gate. The gates is closed. Whoever has the largest number gets to open the gate. Yeah. So in Europe, they just open the gate. And then conservative whites, because to a fault, most conservative whites don't really care, because they're pretty much more self-sufficient. They're more driven. They're more independent. So they don't see threats the same way. if it's not an immediate threat in their face, they don't too much concern themselves with it. But then when they look up 20 years later, your country is shutting everything down to pray on the ground 5 times a day. So I just think there has to be a reckoning of listen, same with black people. Black folks having this right now where it's going to be a divide amongst black people. I ain't gonna say it's going to be a big divide. It's going to be a divide. It's going to be like a small percentage saying we ain't with them no more. I'm just telling you, you have to have that reckoning amongst white folks, and otherwise it's going to be a constant fight between whites, and then to the victor goes the spoils. That means whoever else can be used. Yeah. So it's a tough pill, man. It's tough.
To the victor goes the spoils. Y'all better jump on Team America, Team Your Ancestors. And when people start talking to you guys about slavery, say, oh, yeah, and just don't be affected by it anymore. Don't be affected by it. It's been practiced throughout history. And I encourage you guys to be proud of who you are. Someone was saying that President Trump is changing the museums. He's changing the museums because literally you let people come in here and tell you that your only history was slavery. Y'all let people do this. And you guys are going to have to, like you said, a reckoning, Blanche.
Even think about the principle Diane brought up, Abraham Lincoln. But just think about America fight. Even white people back then fighting each other.
Yep.
Even back then, it was it was the South versus the North. Even back then, it's the same thing today. That's what I'm saying. There has to be a reckoning because the spoils will go to the victor. So the problem is that you're gonna have millions and millions of people of color, and the only group that appeals to them really is the left.
Mm-hmm.
The right appeals to them with just normal stuff. Get up and get a job and go work and build your own. That's what they. But the left is telling them you're oppressed. They're taking advantage of you. You can come over here. We can keep you safe. Like so you have to deal with the whites. You got to deal with them. Abraham Lincoln was wrong. He was wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm saying he's wrong because of the principle of it is you can't tell the states what they should be able to do. Period. You can't do that. The same thing with COVID. Each state was operating differently. So this state was like, we were strict, we weren't, because these states are supposed to operate independently.
But y'all don't reinforce your laws. That's why you have election fraud, and that's why you have people in Virginia. Virginia. Do you know that they have like voting instructions in all kinds of languages in Virginia? They got it in like Asian languages, but that's whites. Y'all are the majority. I'm gonna tell you, y'all have to own this. And I feel really bad. You said, why can't blacks fix themselves and their own kids? Because y'all do it for them. Like, I mean, if you guys said, hey, we're not going to pay taxes and we're not going to support your welfare programs, it would be curtains, like Blanche said. It would be curtains. If we see you saying if we go to war, whites going all the way. I hear you. I get it, LARPing for cash.
Go.
The problem is
I encourage
50% of your people are not going to be fighting with you. They're going to be fighting at you. That's the problem. And I hear what you're saying, fam. I do. But man,
think about the Civil War on steroids, where now the liberals have access to not just blacks but Hispanics. Like they have access to millions or more people. I'm just telling you, you think that white people think like you, and they don't. Most of them don't.
They don't. They hate them.
I'm telling you, they've been told they were bad for being white their entire life. It's like that's not going to shut off. I'm telling you, they've been conditioned. White is bad. That's what they've been conditioned to believe. White is bad, and black people were done. The biggest thing is black people were done wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, they weren't. Black folks were done like the rest of humanity was done.
Exactly. No different.
No different.
Than anybody else.
Everybody got the smoke. Everybody got it.
Yeah. And I mean, you hate to say it, but you guys are really going to have to deal with that 50%. Y'all, I went to when I went to Santa Barbara, this white lady, and she had her beautiful white family and her husband was there, and they were lecturing me and Matt on the fact that we didn't understand that white people are racist and we need to understand that we're oppressed in this country and we don't have the same opportunities. This white person is lecturing me. That's what y'all gonna have to deal with, bruh. But I wish y'all the best. We just trying to help.
Yeah, listen. We don't listen. We do not want to live in an America that's a third world country. We don't. So I mean, and the feasible solution is for white people to do this. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry because I know anybody else gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, even the Statue of Liberty is a bad statue. It's a woman, first of all, having a torch. First of all, where's her husband? It's a woman in a nightgown. She left out the house. She got a torch in her hand and she's lighting the way for a bunch of folks to come into the village that she don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So either she's a freak or she's suicidal. I don't know. But the Statue of Liberty, the mere premise of the statue is wrong. You have a torch to light the way for everybody and their mama to come over to this country and do what? To destroy it.
But notice it's a woman that's letting everybody.
It's a woman doing it. So this country been messed up, and this didn't just start today. This has been going on.
I never thought about that, Blanche. A woman from another country is lighting their way to come to your good country. It's sad. So sad. Anywho, Blanche. Okay, so the only thing that will save America is the whites taking it back and deporting the non-whites. I don't disagree with you, honey.
Good luck.
I know. I don't disagree. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much. If you have not already subscribed to our Unblack channel, please go and subscribe. We got a TikTok channel. If you haven't looked at our Instagram, we post clips up there all the time, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We are so very grateful. Blanche, you want to have the last word?
Oh no. I know Larry Elder says we have a country to save. and it's true. You know, we do these shows, but at the end of the day, we do want America to remain America. And you know what Malcolm X said, by any means necessary. And so, you know, I just at this point, we just too far. It's going to be something extreme, but it can really start in the home though, with you know, reestablishing family, reestablishing order, then getting into with these schools, your local government. Like this stuff can be done without being bloody, but you got to be okay with being called racist.
Yeah. Or mean or
whatever. You got to be okay with it. You got to be okay.
Okay, not being invited to the cookout. Be okay with not being invited to the whatever white people have. What do they have? Like outings, whatever. They're going to get rid of you on the mom's group.
And
that's okay. The dad's group is going to whisper when you come around. The PTA is going to talk about how you are a racist. Trust me, all is well. All right. Thank you guys again. Blanche, have the last word again.
All right. Come out of the dark and
Into the light. Unblack it.
Black.
Peace.
We stepping out the dark into the light. No more blind. Now we see what's right. I'm not black, I'm free. I'm black. We're breaking free tonight. I'm black. I'm black. Walking in the
All right, good night, y'all. All right, sis.